Oh boy.
All right, what's going on, y'all? This is the pre-show. We're gonna be starting in about 5 minutes or so. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you guys. I'm going to be off for a little bit. I'm just going to be promoting the show. I will allow Mr. Steven to continue to cry. All right.
All right. For those of y'all that just joined in on the pre-show, my Saints lost today. My New Orleans Saints lost today. As you know, our fearless leader, Mr. Team Bring It, is a Packers fan. I sent a message in our group chat saying that my Saints were going to pack up the Packers after we went up 17 points on them. For those of y'all that may not follow football, that did not happen. The Packers scored 18 unanswered points to win the game. So now I'm going to be feeling the full wrath of all this shit talking I'm finna get. And I just want y'all to know, because y'all already know how he is, I deserve every bit of this. So for those of y'all that are going to be like, man, let up on them and stuff like that, nope, that's not happening. I instigated it. I started it. I'm man enough and adult enough to admit that. I'm finna be miserable. And
that's very
before this happened, I do want to say this. Because of that happening, I wish nothing but disaster and failure for the whole entire Green Bay Packers franchise. I just wanted to say that. I'm hurt right now.
Hey, listen. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out here, man. This your first loss?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's your first loss. It took week 3 to get your first loss.
It's just the way it happened. It shouldn't have happened. We shouldn't have lost.
I told you what happened. Your quarterback got hurt, and y'all had to put Winston in.
I can't.
Changed the whole game.
Nah, I can't even blame it on Winston going in. I can't even blame it on that. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Shit, I can't.
Defense split up. That's what happened.
Man, our defense should have just been in preservation mode. We already had the lead. We should have been in preservation mode. Just continue making stops and run clock. Like that's what I felt we should have did. I'm not mad at the kicker for missing the field goal at the end. He shouldn't have been put in that position in the first place. Now, of course, I will say Jameis Winston coming in is a big part of it because he could have helped our offense put more points on the board. So that this didn't happen. So I blame our defense for not maintaining the lead, and I can't really blame the coach. Well, actually, I kind of can. Or play calling stuff.
Yeah, I blame everybody. Everybody can blame.
Yep.
It was heartbroken. You should have seen me.
Yeah.
I almost smashed my fucking TV. I wanted to smash that. And
I never understood though. The thing that was getting me when people be like, "Oh, we shouldn't have put our kicker in their position." That's the point. That's what you're doing to do. Kick. You got one job. Kick. You get one job. Kick.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying we shouldn't have been put in that position in the first place because we was up on him like that. The game shouldn't have came down to it being on him.
But no, it's not true though. But it's like when everybody like, "Oh, we can't put our kicker in this situation." What's the point of having a kicker? If that's the case, we need to get rid of field goals in football. If it's always, we can't put kickers in a situation, why are they there? Why are they getting? Why? We don't need them.
Nah, he's saying.
He ain't lying.
No, I get what he's saying, though, Stormy, but it's like, you know what? Here's the thing. Y'all's up 17-0.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You just saw the Packers blow a 24-12 lead last week.
Right.
You should know. They was trying to pull something off from there.
Man, listen.
Now, if it was like a back and forth game and then it came down to the kicker, then yes. Now, like you said, that's what the kicker's supposed to do. He's supposed to come in and save the fucking day. If it was like a back and forth game or anything like that, but the fact we let them score 18 unanswered on us, and then we had to be like, all right. And mind you, our kicker's a rookie. It's like, all right, new guy, it's on you. Try to bring it home, and then he missed the kick.
And he over there drinking Gatorade, like, huh? What? What was it?
This is football, bro. This is not like I said back in the day. 17 points used to be comfortable. Not today. You got
it's not.
Changes, man.
You got. I'm sorry, sir. I gotta say it. When you gotta do what the Dolphins did today, you got fuck being sportsmen. You gotta go out there and guarantee. This is why I'm gonna say this. You can never. Don't rely on the referees to win it for you. Don't rely on. You gotta go out there and kick. Fuck all that sportsman shit. Fuck all that.
Yeah, make it to what I feel you on that, Enforcer.
Colorado Saturday.
Man, look, the Broncos need to go home and stop trying to blame everything on. I know what they trying to do. They trying to find the right way so they can bench Russ. Sean Payton is calling plays so they can bench Russell. But Russell be extending the plays. The O-line is terrible. The defense you saw was terrible. Every phase of the game we were bad at, except for our quarterback who was trying to make plays happen.
Y'all defense being terrible is an understatement.
Yeah, you can tell Payton don't like Russell Wilson. He don't like nobody who goes against what he say. Russ be like, hey, why don't we do this? Nah, go out there and do this play. The offensive line not even blocking. Tyreek running around doing backflips, jumping into the crowd, doing the damn wave with the fans.
Yeah.
Two out here throwing behind the back flea flickers.
That shit was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, he out here throwing behind the back passes.
He played basketball.
Was having his way with your team. He was having his way completely.
Oh yeah, we got a plan for Tyreek. Old dude Dad gave us a tip. Well, that didn't work.
Man, that's fact. You know what? The Dolphins, they look like they was doing the Daniel Garcia on your all day.
Damn.
But even still, though, we may have lost 70-20, but to those Cowboys, every single time y'all do it, Super Bowl, we're going undefeated. Michael Parsons, y'all lost to.
I know that y'all like really excited about y'all, choosing games, except for me because I won. Who that? But yeah. So we're gonna start that show. We're gonna start this show. Episode 2. Was it 227, 228? 228. One of them. You're not gonna come for me, okay? Because I will come for you. You know that. All right. Anyway, everybody, let's have a wonderful show. We got a lot to talk about this evening. Remember to share, like, and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because we really need your input, especially on a very controversial topic that we're going to be talking about this evening, which is going to be our main event, Sunday Heel Heat main event topic. So, without further ado, let's have a wonderful show.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club, yeah, it's too sweet.
Initiating system 1.
Wild card. Stormy.
DJ Red Flags.
The Holy Hill. Rocket Reese. 8-Man. The Real Guard. Ziggy the Beast. El Jefe. The Enforcer.
System 1 loaded.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Boots, we put heels to face. Check your heels for life, everybody's great. Oh, it's start time. Shout out Chris the founder, an amazing brother. Number uno, wild card, but never changing colors. It's Mr. Team, bring it, let the guy flex. BB Boys to UETTs, but I digress. Ziggy the baby face on a heel show. Producer of the year, plus a vet with a steel toe. Ziggy the beast, he play stops with T.O. The heel they love to hate, more shots than Tito. DJ Red Flags, nah, you shouldn't challenge him. And the enforcers, the black on Anderson, Mr. Attention Getter. He is the attention. Now it's getting stormy. We make great impressions. Seth Rollins ain't a problem. It'll sound trippy. Montez 2.0 from the Mound City. I know what you're thinking. What a great team. And it's been heels for life since 2018. Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for like the club. Yeah, it's too sweet. Big boots. We put heels to face. We are heels for life, everybody's great. Let's go. We're at the SmackDown Hotel having a cookout. Rockin' with Reese, encyclopedia books out. We need that all sports talk. This is a Reese cap, cooking with the real Garland. What's the feedback? The only double J he respects is me. I was a tweener, played the middle like a referee. No more bearded baby face, I'm the holy heel. King Ace on the printer like I know that's real. He's 18-bit. With that Macho Man flavor, all my 16s bit sound like we're playing on the Satan. We keep it raw in a Monday, and Alex brings that nitro to a Sunday. El Jefe, the heels don't give an FA. Eddie had La Raza, me I got El Gente. We be the face without the foundation. It's the Heels for Life podcast. Stop hating. Let them feel that heel heat.
What's going on, wrestling true believers? It's a great day. It's a great day in Zamunda. I am your host, Mr. Team Ricket. You already know who we are. We are the hashtag Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast for episode 228. So if you guys was not, if you didn't hear the pre-show, there was a lot of crying that was going on, and especially in the NFL. I'm getting my life tonight because I'm going to be the most pettiest motherfucker tonight. You're going to be calling me Steven, whatever the fuck his name is from the NBA. Anyway, all I'm going to say is tonight, we got a lot to talk about. So, Stormy, welcome back to the show. I know you haven't been here in like about 2 weeks or so. Stephen, yeah, I see you. Okay. And Mr. Reese, what's going on? And Mr. Enforcer. Ziggy's not anywhere to be found. He's not going to be I've been putting like pictures all around the neighborhood trying to find where Ziggy is. Thinking that he was going to pop up, but
got packed up.
Yeah, he got packed up. So, but anyway, we're not talking about packing up. We're not talking about UPS. We're not talking about FedEx. We are here to talk about wrestling this week, everybody, and it was a doozy. So, before we start, let me pull up our first item for the week. WWE stories and reviews. Now, you already know. You already know me. I didn't really watch SmackDown and I did watch Raw, but I got something else for you guys. We're going to break down a lot of shit. Matter of fact, let's talk about the WWE releases. I'm about to pull that up first.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to open with that.
Let's get into it.
We need to dissect this list.
Oh, Lord.
So let me push this up. All right, can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay, I put this full screen for us. So, Reese, if you will, break down the list for us, and then let's dissect this motherfucker.
Man, let's see. We had the Matt Riddle. Man, actually, we need Stormy because he's better with the impressions tonight.
Go ahead, Stormy.
Then Dolph Ziggler. Got the Ziggler. We got Shelton Benjamin. Hey, is there such a thing for a Shelton Benjamin impression? And then WWE no longer means walk with Elias. And then Mustafa Ali, who was supposed to be competing next Saturday at No Mercy, but now
that gotta be the most disrespected one out of all of them. He is the most disrespected one. How the fuck you gonna get fired in the middle of a storyline? But then again, CM Punk got fired in the middle of his wedding. But I digress.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who has a bigger loss, the Saints or CM Punk.
Hey, that's your point. Hey, look, on that note, Dominic didn't even know he was getting released neither, because he was like, wait a minute, what you mean Mustafa got released?
Yep.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to figure out. So are we making, like, are they treating Dom like Roman Reigns? Are we trying to make him strong again? So we're going to kill other talent just to make this punk ass nigga great? Or, I mean, like, what are we doing?
Make him talk. Yeah.
Wait, if y'all heard the rumor that they said on why they released him, it's probably more disrespectful than we think the situation is.
You might as well tell it. Go ahead.
All right. So apparently they said that they were like he was making main roster money on NXT. He was still making main roster money. They said they didn't really have any plans for to use him anything more than where he was at right now, and that's why they released him. They cut costs. But
hold on, there's more to it.
oh yeah, add to it, Stormy.
So it was a promo he dropped about like making NXT great again and stuff, like in a better image. They need like a real North American hero, and they talked. They were uncomfortable. Y'all filmed it, edited it, and posted it. And
yeah, that's the scapegoat shit.
Y'all did that. What do you mean? Because he been trying to pitch this character like, hey, if you make like I was a cop, I'm from somebody who's torn with my family history. Like y'all keep me out of certain events. Like he couldn't go to the Indian event, and he's Indian.
Yeah, he's Indian
like,
yeah, he's half Indian, half Pakistani.
Yeah, so he can't go.
India and Pakistan have a beef with each other, like for years. Like they've been at war for like hundreds of years. So he's at half of both. So he couldn't go to India because of the tension between the two.
So he like y'all said y'all got me because I can't go. Y'all got me. I put over people at the what's it called? At Crown Jewel, baby. He got kicked in the face by the fighter. Y'all gave me this computer hacker gimmick. I didn't want it, but hey, I got it over for you.
Yeah, the retribution shit. Don't forget that too.
Yeah, that shit was gay as hell.
But you know what? You know what though? I don't feel sorry because damn it, this is what you wanted
2 years ago.
You wanted to leave anyway. So guess what?
That's true.
You out now, and you. There's other places to go. You got opportunity now. Let me just say this, and I want to say this right now before I forget all this shit. If Vince McMahon was still in charge, your ass would be in catering, eating salad. This merger pretty much freed y'all asses. If they didn't have nothing for you, or they're not using you, you can get out and be free, get opportunity, prove WWE wrong. You should have used when you got a chance, or just make a name for yourself somewhere else. I'm sorry. I just don't. I get some people didn't even have a shot, didn't even have a chance at all. I look at this list. I don't even know most of these people that was on because they was on NXT. But like Dolph Ziggler, you were a Grand Slam champion. You did all you could do in WWE, but they never put you in that spot. Guess what? Your star power could go somewhere else, and you could be that man. Shelton Benjamin, you're a Hall of Famer, point blank period. You got a chance to go somewhere else. Or go back to the places you've been to before, like New Japan, Noah, all this stuff. Elias, whatever. Dana Brooke, you had 10 years. 10 years.
And you was hell. Brooke been there forever.
Hold on, let me cook on that real quick and force it. Let me cook on that Dana Brooke. The Dana Brooke, and I've seen people on social media feeling sorry for her. Why? Why do you feel sorry for her? She was there 10 years. 10 years. That means she had 10 years to get better, had 10 years to try to make some adjustment. She had way more than opportunity.
Oh, let me cook on that one. Because before anybody said, "Oh, it's WWE fault," blah blah. Again, like he just said, they gave her. She came out of NXT. The first thing she did was in the main event scene because she was right next to Charlotte.
Exactly.
With Charlotte. She was with Charlotte. Then when she broke off with Charlotte, y'all thought that was gonna be the big thing, just like y'all did with everybody else that left someone like Miz with Alex Riley or someone. Y'all thought that was gonna push them to the atmosphere. It didn't do it. After that, I don't know where they put it. They stuck her with a tag team with Mandy Rose. The only thing we remember about that is Mandy Rose slipping down the damn ramp on WrestleMania. You put in this 24/7 gimmick that didn't work. Put her back in NXT, y'all thought, oh, maybe she changed the attitude like we did with Finn Balor. She could come back up. That didn't work because nobody was feeling that. Nobody. So
they threw her title in the trash.
Yep, they threw her title in the trash.
A crazy white woman or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you, knew it was over for Dana Brooke when she came down that ramp and did this and went to that little boy and he went.
Right.
That's what I knew. I was over. Live TV, she's like, yo, hey, and he said, who the hell?
You. Right.
Who got cooties? Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Emma. Now, Emma.
Now, real quick, aren't Dana Brooke and Dolph a couple?
No.
No.
They had broke up?
Yeah, they've been broke up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Emma, y'all brought her back for what?
Nothing.
She didn't do nothing. Not a damn thing.
Oh.
They didn't even have her do her last heel gimmick in WWE.
They didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing with her. As a matter of fact, didn't she have that with like the vignettes every Monday?
That was the last time she was there. Remember they kept going, Emma is coming, and then they released her before she was debuted?
Right.
Yeah.
They said that Emma is
that's the
coming.
last time.
False. They said she was coming and she never did.
Yeah,
that was the last release.
Yeah, that was the last time. We were supposed to be Emelina.
And then they gave it to Carmella. They gave that to Carmella.
Exactly.
And Carmella didn't do. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck that bitch is still there. But
It's a lot of people that made the cut and barely.
never mind.
Barely. Like I'm looking at.
She eats corn like Hulk Hogan.
I'm looking at somebody. I thought, oh wow. I'm looking at someone that
Wow.
should have been released when she was in NXT, and that's Aaliyah. If y'all watch the old documentary in the NXT, she could barely make it in NXT, the old NXT, and she still makes the main roster. And what y'all do with her? Not a damn thing.
Now they said that the WWE said this. They said, I see this on a report. They said that Aaliyah, the WWE did not expect her to be a fan favorite. And to be really honest with you, I don't see nothing in her other than her looks. But other than that, whatever.
But see, and Chris, I agree with you there 100%. Like when it comes to Aaliyah, that's the truth. That is a fact. That is not an opinion, y'all. I'm just putting it out there. It's not an opinion. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. All she was good looks. She was not good in ring. She was not good in cutting the promo. She was not good at any facet of pro wrestling. Y'all could come on here. Some of y'all that may be fans of her say that I'm hating. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. It's a fact. She was not good at her job.
Any woman or any man make your pussy or your dick wet, they're gonna automatically say, don't stop acting like you never heard the word pussy or dick. Shut up. Like I said, any one of them motherfuckers that make you fucking moist, which is called glazerization. You know, motherfuckers gonna get mad at you for that shit.
I got one name for you. Why they kept Liv Morgan, because she kept improving. And they thought, oh, maybe she gonna get it. Remember when Liv Morgan was first? Liv Morgan was ass on the. Liv Morgan was terrible, but then she kept on improving. She kept showing that she wanted it. They were thinking maybe Aaliyah gonna get, maybe go click her head like, hey, if you get it, and it just did.
She was not ready. There was a promo. I'm pretty sure y'all know. You already know what I'm about to talk about, Enforcer. There's a promo where you can literally see her reading off a teleprompter. You can literally see her reading it.
I mean, if that's the case, then they should have fired The Rock.
Let me tell you, WWE Universe, that tonight you are going to be ready for
what's that word?
That. Like what Stormy just did, Chris. That was the difference between her and The Rock. At least when The Rock did it, it went smoothly. He didn't pause or anything. What Stormy did
because he had them damn glasses on, he kept looking down.
You know how to read. What's gonna find its work for me too?
I'm telling you, because I did that shit a couple of times. He did that shit a couple of times because, like, he was doing an Armageddon promo. Oh wait, hold on, my bad.
Remember, Riddle did that too. Riddle was backstage on his scooter, and Oscar rode up like, "Hey, Riddle," and he said, "Hey, I can't do this," and just rolled off.
But see that fitted his character. If you think about it,
like, being a crackhead.
Boy, Vince was in the back. They said Vince was in the back like, "I'm gonna whoop his ass."
Vince can't whoop. Damn, man.
You know he was gonna get
out with them badass quads.
There's another name on the list.
But with Matt Riddle, what kept on her to Matt Riddle was that with this merger, you know they're gonna try to bring over the UFC guys to do stuff with him. But when you got one of the top UFC people to get you over, so that the other fighters can come, said, keep him away from me, and Brock Lesnar, how can I get John Jones to possibly come over? How can I get Anderson Silva? How can I get Nate Diaz
I think that's
to
a
come
mistake.
over? No, but hear me out. If you could, you know the main person that they're gonna try to get. If you follow UFC, there is only one UFC fighter who can be that draw to help this merger, and that is Conor McGregor. And if he cool with Brock, and if they saying we don't want Riddle in the same building as us, that's a problem.
Wait. Watch this. Do you remember when AEW tried that same shit, bringing MMA guys there, and that shit did not seem right at all?
That shit did not
Why?
work.
But it fit the story though. For them, it fit the story.
I mean, it fits the story, but it shouldn't. Like I said, mixed martial arts. I mean, the real shit. I mean, they get injured. Like, not saying that the wrestlers don't get injured, but I'm just saying when you kick somebody, nigga, you get knocked the fuck out. It doesn't apply to that in WWE.
No, the issue is when they bring over the top guys who we know is hitters, and we see them lose to like a roll up or something. That's what throws it off. If you're gonna bring in some rookies or something, don't show me John Jones and let me see him get hit with a 619 and he getting pinned. When I seen him murder somebody in the ring just 3 days ago, and that's what I'm saying. That's what throws it off.
You see, this the problem with that, and this happened a long time ago in the Attitude Era. You know where I'm going with it. When Ken Shamrock did it, and everybody made the commercial because it was someone from New York NBC that said he's the world's most dangerous man. He rolled with that, but no one will talk about how that was an insult to the locker room. And saying, "Oh, he's the most dangerous man," or I guess he's gonna be WWF champion.
Start to Whitpack Wrestling Podcast.
All that shit. So when you try to do that today, and you try to bring whoever the big star, like you said, Conor McGregor, or you bring Nate Diaz, especially those that brings those numbers, like Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, try to bring it over here. You got motherfuckers in the locker room go say, "Oh, I see where this is going. I see we're going to have another situation like the Brock Lesnar situation where we're going to make them do their Kimuras on us and make us look bad." They're not going to feel that shit. But now reverse that. How many damn WWE superstars you think going to go to UFC? Because
none.
CM Punk fucked that shit up.
Zero.
Brock was the last one, and he went because Dana White said to Brock Lesnar, "You won't last." I'm talking about Brock was the last one to go and actually dominate. Because they told Brock, you do that, you ain't gonna fit in over here. And he told them, "Give me 3 months and watch I get that title." And what happened?
Hold on, before I say my next statement, I'm gonna do a special request for the homies over there, the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, because they said I look like Ron Sanders with my hair. I'm
gonna really do.
All right, I got it. Damn. All right, now let's go. All right. But
let's continue with this list. Let's continue with this list. Okay, so go ahead.
I don't know his name. But one of the names. Remember that guy that went viral for getting the WWE logo tattooed on him? He's on this list. I just can't think of what his name is. But he on here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. But
yeah, it was a fake tattoo, but he got the WWE logo. He was in the tag team, but he got these too.
Well, he was a dumbass for doing that, but let's continue with this list. All right, so we got Rick Boss, we got Richard Boss. Was it Boss or whatever? I'm sorry,
Rick
Booze or whatever. Now he said something that was very interesting. He said that WWE actually was supposed to make him a bigger star, but he feels that someone in the back, someone in the back did a political move and booted him out. Now, I don't know how true that is, but
I mean,
if you look at this list, a lot of the releases was some of Vince's favorites that he tried to get over. Madcap Moss, Rick Boogs, Emma. They was Vince's before the whole lawsuit stuff happened. He was going to help get Emma over again with Madcap once he found out there was a couple.
I tell you this about the Rick Boogs thing, and I think Stormy, we said this in prior, so if you don't mind, I'm going to just repeat what you said. WrestleMania, after he got injured WrestleMania, because again, the Usos was not supposed to be the longest reigning tag team champions. Nakamura and Boogs' popularity got them over. And then I'm going to say certain me and Reese talked about earlier. And the fact that Pat McAfee was not there. Because it's like Pat McAfee was like a little extra sprinkle of when he played the guitar and got on the table with the air guitar, got the crowd wrong. But once he came back, you came back looking like a whole new dude. Like you cut your hair, you had the freaking porn stash going, you know, and he got big as hell too. Like he got extra big, like a supersized meal. You know what I'm saying? So, and he didn't have that for you. They try to put you with Alliance, but they didn't. The WWE, as usual, was not patient enough to let that shit organically go. Because I think it would have been something there. And then after that, they try to put you with LA Knight.
You know who they reminded me of? Who Shinsuke and Rick Boogs together reminded me of? It was like when Rusev Day naturally got over. Rusev Day was over. And so at Mania, they were about to beat the Usos. They were, if y'all remember this point in time, every week, like you said, Pat McAfee was, here come the king of Shaw style. They stole Baron Corbin's crown. Baron Corbin was king of the ring, and Shinsuke just took his crown for no reason. It was beating up Baron Corbin every week. It was getting cheered for. Rick Boogs was beating him up. They get to WrestleMania, boom, tore both his quads. They go everything, all that.
He thought he was John Cena trying to pick up two people at one time. Listen, man, only the Golden Boy does that. You don't do that. You're the Golden Boy. Stop it. You know.
I do want to say this real quick. I agree with everything y'all said when it comes to Rick Boogs. I feel like he's one of those names on the list that they should have been patient with and should have kept him. And then the next name on the list, I think his name is under him. No, it's right. Riddick Moss. Riddick Moss should have got an opportunity. I feel like he had potential as well, but they just stuck him with shit gimmicks. Like that was his curse.
His gear was always just like, why is he came out as a creative wrestler. Like when you start the tutorial, that's what he was just like. He
was wearing Bobby Lashley's old tights.
See, this is shit I'm talking about. Supposed to be on the podcast, but then you in the comments. See, you. Anyway, let's continue.
This next name I know you're finna go in on, Chris. I know this next name you're finna go in on.
Wait, one time. What you say, Reese?
Hold on, because I want to go to Moss real quick.
Okay.
Remember what y'all just got done saying about Dana Brooke and how she had like 10 years? Remember, Moss had been in the company damn near about the same amount of time. Remember, he was with he was actually over UK for a bit with the Outliers tag team. I forgot the dude he teamed with. But then remember, he also had some time on regular NXT. Then you gave him that Riddick Moss system. Like if you remember the Simon Dean, and he was supposed to have that gimmick too. Then they got the Madcap thing with Corbin. And so Moss been through a lot of different gimmicks too, and none of them get over. So he was kind of like male version.
But the bad thing about Moss, is the same thing I just said about trying to do the Dana Brooke thing. You put him with someone that got some extra heat, which is Baron Corbin. It's naturally no one likes his ass, and you try one, and then you build him up to be a fan favorite. He was getting over for a week or so, but you also got to remember he also damn near broke his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Damn near broke his neck.
Drew.
Yeah. Drew lost his ass.
He was there. He actually got Intercontinental title shot, all that stuff. But again, WWE not patient. Like, he's over, but he lost against it, so I guess his stock went down. No, it's not down. He had a good match with him. Build off that. What?
Now the next one.
That's why I say you're finna go in. Go ahead.
Top dollar. Even his new body really gave me like it still wasn't enough to
Did you read what he pitched though? What they rejected? What he pitched?
What did he pitch?
He pitched a match with Cole since Cole always dissing him. He's like, why don't you let me and Cole have a match?
He pitched for who?
He pitched a match for Cole to beat him in a match by a roll up. Since Cole always dissing him.
This is not 2000.
But he was like, I know Cole always dissing me on TV. People be blowing up his phone like, hey, you heard what Cole said about you? He's like, I know, so why don't we do something with it? Let's either do like Cole pick a team for to go against, we can build off their heat. And he said they just said, no, it's okay. We just gonna have to keep dissing on the mic.
Wow.
Let me.
No, really killed Top Dollar besides him doing that damn flop.
Him trying to get over by getting over the top rope.
Yeah. Well, besides that, but y'all remember when LA Knight came out and cooked Hit Row the entire time and said, "Hey, I didn't know Uncle Phil was a wrestler."
Wow.
But I'm gonna add on to that. He got Twitter fingers. He's a keyboard
That's what I was
warrior.
going to say.
Yeah, he's a keyboard
guess what?
warrior.
Guess what? the Young Bucks still employed. Now your ass not. Twice. You got fired twice.
Oh yes, he also talked about AEW saying that they can't afford any Nike sneakers.
Yeah,
he said they can both hold.
Yeah.
So,
And then the Young Bucks proceeded to wear nothing but exclusive shoes every damn week for no reason.
yeah.
Right.
So guess what?
And
Guess what? You got fired twice.
Swerve.
You got fired twice in 1 year.
And
You know who
you're
he about
not
to call?
you're not gonna come back either. Go
You know who he
ahead.
about to call?
No.
Who?
Hell to the no.
Who you gonna call? Who? Swerve?
Hell to
Swerve
the
don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker.
Swerve
They
is out
put
there.
them, they put them together. They didn't even know each other, Drew. That's over as fuck, by the way. But
That is super over. That is
Let me
over.
go. Let me go talk to
let
room.
me go through the other people.
Oh,
So
we
Mace,
just-
Mansoir,
no, Chris, say it right.
Mansoir.
And Marseille.
Okay. Let's see. Quincy Elliott.
I like Super Diva.
Oh, that's too late. They should have done that earlier after what he said on Twitter. Which
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that dirty ball. Yes. Let's move on.
who is that? Next
Who?
under him. Bryce.
Him?
Bryce Montana. He was one of those next in line kid.
Yeah, I have no idea who this, and I don't know who Yabba Dabba Doo is.
Oh, you know.
Wait, hold on. I want to talk about that one though. Dabba Kato is one of those other guys that has been with the company for a lot of years, and it just didn't work out. Remember,
Why they call him Yabba Dabba? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Remember, he was the commander of these.
Yeah.
Why did they call him Yabba Dabba?
Dabba Kato.
No.
That's his name, man.
Dabba Dabba.
All right. Remember,
That's too close to Flintstones. That's way too close.
Like, remember, he debuted. Remember, he debuted in the Saudi Arabia show as Baba Tunde. Then he became Dabba Kato and that Raw Underground shit. Then he became Commander Aziz. Then they sent him back to NXT and made him Dabba Kato again. He actually a okay promo. They had him feuding with Apollo Crews down there. Yeah. You know, to try to close that storyline there. He was actually a decent promo, but dude wasn't really good in the ring.
You cold.
Oh wow! You said Quincy Elliott is awesome. That is not true.
Wow.
No, All-Star looks way better than Wilson. They don't do that to him when he's not here.
And not to mention All-Stars are better.
Wait. All-Stars going to roast
you forgot something though. They put him with Cora Jade too on like some house.
Oh yeah.
He was like her bodyguard.
Wait. Y'all forget he was also in Evolve.
That's true too. Yeah, he was in Evolve.
He was also involved, and he
Commander Aziz, Yabba Dabba Doo.
Oh, Yabba Dabba Doo. Oh, Scooby Doo.
He actually was. That's the thing. That's the one thing that go back and watch it. He actually knows how. He actually knows how to wrestle.
Too bad they didn't know how to push him in WWE. But you know, whatever.
He know Muay Thai and stuff, don't he?
Yeah.
Remember him and Omos? He was throwing kicks and stuff.
Yeah, he knows how to wrestle. We got the wrong big man.
Now these other motherfuckers out here, I do not know who they are. And
Shaky, remember they used to dance with Gender?
Once again, I don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers are, so I'm not going to talk about them. Y'all can, but
we can stop.
Okay,
yeah, we can stop right there. I don't know the rest of this list.
Oh, wait, so let's go back to Matt. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, y'all don't remember Shaky.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Go ahead. Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, y'all remember Shaky? Remember the one that used to be with Gender, but then he always used to be dancing all the damn time? Thanks, New Day.
Yeah, but he should have been fired a long time ago.
Yep.
Right. But now I want to go back to the Riddle situation. So Riddle, from my understanding, that whole allegations with him saying that he was, I guess, sexually molested by a police officer at the JFK airport or whatever. So I don't know. I think that's still under investigation, but from my understanding, that was a lie. Also, he was fired from the UFC, according to, I'm going to call him Dana White. He said that the reason why they fired Matt Riddle because he was under the influence, like he couldn't pass a drug test.
Right.
And then WWE, it's like he was like, first of all, he was doing cocaine. He was a crackhead. He was a flower ranger, putty ranger, whatever you want to call it. And that's why they said you had too many strikes against you, so we have to let you go.
So you gotta remember, in 2013, weed was not legal like it was today.
Yep.
So he kept on failing that. So now it's legal. So he in WWE, he said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go harder. I'm gonna do some damn crack."
I bet he was. I'm surprised he had no substance. Everybody was going around talking about Tony Khan as a crackhead, but then they don't talk about Matt Riddle like that online.
Because we know he's a crackhead.
Yeah.
We knew this.
No, they don't. No, they don't. As much as the glazerization that they do for fucking Matt Riddle, and they know that he's a glorified crackhead, they don't talk about him like they talk about fucking Tony Khan. Tony Khan, yes, I know it's kind of a little bit crazy in the head, but Matt Riddle, everyone's like, well, what about Matt Riddle? Oh, yeah, bro.
But
he's a 4-2 bro.
This is the thing I told you why I feel that this merger right here is a positive, because the only reason WWE kept Matt Riddle was so he won't go to AEW. That's why they kept most of his.
I mean, what makes you think that they're going to?
Tony Khan, as we all know, is a fanboy. We know this. We're not going to sugarcoat shit. He's a fanboy. And one thing in the Indies before he got, which was a risk to me, I didn't think he gonna get signed by WWE, was Matt Riddle was one of the best guys in the Indies. So I was surprised when WWE grabbed him up. And I'm surprised he lasted this long.
I was gonna say that.
But if you don't think that Tony Khan would go after a talent like Matt Riddle and people there will freaking watch him, all his buddies is over there. They would watch him. His buddies is not in the WWE.
The reason I say
except for two, which is the Viking Raiders. Other than that, I'm sorry, Drew is Viking Raiders and somebody else. But all the rest of his buddies is over there. And they will, make sure he this and that.
But once again, like, why would you want that problematic shit? Just like you got rid of you just got rid of a fucking cancer. So why would you want to bring another one in AEW?
I want to kind of piggyback off what Enforcer said. I'm also one of those ones like you, Enforcer, that when he got hired, and I was telling people this, I was like, he ain't gonna last 2 years. He lasted longer than 2 years. That exceeded my expectations. But I wasn't coming from a place of negativity. I just knew what this motherfucker do in his spare time. He loves the recreational shit. One thing I did not know until recently is that he loves the booger sugar. I knew he loved the devil's lettuce, the green, the grass, whatever you prefer to call it. But I did not know he loved the booger sugar. I did not know he loved the white girl. Never knew that. Did not know he loved the Whitney and Bobby. Didn't know that either. But the thing with I agree with Enforcer. When it comes to AEW, when it comes to Tony Khan being the mark side of him, do not be shocked that they do not hire Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle may go to AEW.
Okay. Anything else before we go on to the next item?
I got one question to ask y'all real quick. That's still on this topic. I got one question. This is an interesting one. This is me being messy. Y'all ready for the question?
Go ahead.
Nope.
Who should be on this list that's not on this list?
Apollo Crews.
So that's
damn.
We got
all gas, no brakes, huh?
The rest of Hit Row.
The rest of Hero, because I don't know what's her name. B-Fab, Flabbergasket. What's her name?
Yeah, B-Fab.
She needs to go. There's nothing remotely attractive or anything remotely talented about her. She just remind me of somebody from Walmart. That's it.
Bobby was a good producer. Chill out. Bobby Roode, he actually did.
Bobby Roode, he needs to be in like the back.
He's doing producing, so he's actually he did a good producing job. But if we're gonna say anybody, I'm not gonna say Ricochet, but I would say Hit Row. I would say Cedric.
Yeah. Shelton Benjamin got they got rid of Shelton Benjamin.
I would say almost
R-Truth.
Yes, get rid of R-Truth. R-Truth ain't doing nothing.
I would say now, but that's Vince McMahon's buddy. You know that.
Yeah, that's his buddy. That's what keeping his job.
Like everybody needs a pet dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
okay.
Stormy. It had to be said. It had to be said.
I mean that is Vince McMahon's best friend, and anything that is loyal to a human is a dog. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, is this?
Hold
on. Can I address the comment section real quick? Y'all say some realistic names, please. Y'all saying like Willis, we understand you want Roman to get the boot. He's not getting the boot ever.
You know who that is. Stop playing.
I knew R2's job was like solidified. He was set when he made Brock Lesnar break character on live TV.
Yeah, he was done.
He was set for life.
Yes, Natalia.
Because he said Vince dared him.
Yes, almost there needs to go. As a matter of fact, speaking of almost attacked Cody Rhodes, this is actually not news, but this is news because it came on my timeline. So yeah, so almost attacked Cody Rhodes, the one that ended slavery and racism. They was at a house show. I don't know what city it was. It's totally irrelevant. They might be in the storyline pretty soon, so just a little heads up.
What? He couldn't even throw Cody in the ring. Did you see the video? Cody had to grab rope like boots himself over. Almost couldn't like fully. Like you know, Braun just throw people to the ring. Almost couldn't do that with Cody.
So we already talked about this story. You know what I'm about to say. So you know we're gonna get the same spot that we got when Cody versus Shaq, right?
You know who else debuted with Shaq? That's a free agent right now, right?
I gotta drink my water. Don't talk about
this. This man said Booker T. I agree with you on that one. Yes. Booker T. Oh yes, Natalia. Yes, girl. Let me tell you something. I hate that bitch. Excuse me.
Oh, Tegan Knox. Yeah, I think Tegan Knox is on her last leg.
Like what you said. Whenever they need something, Natalia, go, and she go. She did 2 matches at the Super Show thing they just had. Because Becky couldn't make it. Because sit Natalia out there.
Chauncey, let me tell you something about her. I get her and her being bald head, but it's just it was a really bad time. Maybe she should. I understand. Maybe she should just cut her hair and then put the wig on and did that. But like right now, there's just never mind. Whatever.
Shotzi feels the need for a certain group of fans. She ain't going nowhere.
Austin Theory? Yeah.
Now, what's the name said? Kevin effing Patrick.
Agreed. He serves no purpose.
Who is it?
Yeah.
I think the one, he's on Raw, right?
They moved him to SmackDown now.
They moved to SmackDown.
Oh, see, I don't even watch SmackDown like that.
Hold on.
Okay.
The one right there.
Huh?
You said
Raw. They're on Raw.
I'm tripping. Oh, they did flip. They flip. You're right.
Remember, Cole's doing both shows, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what threw me off.
Eric's on Raw now.
He's the true voice of WWE.
So let's go to this item. We were supposed to talk about this last week, but okay. So Brandy Rose said that that Cody Rhodes should spin his story against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 and not The Rock. She said that. Why does The Rock have to come out and say that, essentially blaming Cody? I don't think he said anything about. I don't think he was blaming Cody, but
whatever. It's what he said at Game Day.
Okay, but for not being at WrestleMania 39, there's not a story behind Rock and Roman, which that's a fucking lie. Let's finish the story between with my husband ending the reign of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. So this is the issue that I have with Brandy. Brandy, I understand that you have to put on your apron and you have to do your wifely duties. But for you to say that The Rock and Roman Reigns do not have a story and they are fucking cousins, they even did literally a storyline on Young Rock, and you're gonna sit up here and gonna say that they don't have a storyline. And I'm gonna just say like this: you and your husband, your husband and Roman Reigns actually was not even supposed to have a match, but because Rock did not show up, they just threw this match together. I'm sorry, but Cody already finished his story by being a fucking loser, did not get the belt. Look what he's doing now. He's not doing shit. He's not doing nothing at all. And everybody, like I said, is all on this say it with me, glazerization. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just like, I get the whole thing that everybody wants Cody to go over, but I mean, like, how long is it going to take Cody to do one of these numbers.
It's going
Now
to happen.
hold on a second, Chris.
It's
Hold on
going
a
to
second.
happen. It's going to happen. And the reason
Hold
I say
on.
it's going to happen is because, bro, you
Just saying.
left your company you helped build, thinking that they opened the door for you. You made yourself a star and all this stuff, and now you about to be in trouble. Well, your wife about to get you in trouble, just like Brian Cage's wife got him in trouble by opening their mouth. There's whoever agrees with her. First of all, shame on you for that, because there's a story that we've been waiting for 2 years already. Ron teased it on Young Ron. They teased it on Fast and Furious. On the Fast and Furious set. They've been teasing that shit for so long, and guess what? Thank you, Hollywood, for going on strike, because we probably got an opportunity now. We probably got an
It's gonna take
now.
WrestleMania 57 for Cody to finish his story. Where the fuck is
I can't wait to come home to my little girl.
He gonna look
you
just
know?
like his
I mean,
daddy.
he gonna be fucking grandpa. He gonna be talking about.
Yo, I do want to add on to what y'all saying.
Go ahead.
Like, there's a lot of factors into this. One, the Endeavor deal. Once that Endeavor deal went through, that helped. That kind of changed things too. Because now, to be honest, WWE don't give a fuck no more about Cody finishing the story.
Exactly.
Not with that deal being through.
And as a matter of fact, let's talk about Jade Cargill. So Jade, she actually was at the Performance Center, I believe, last week, if I'm not mistaken. And what they're trying to do is, WWE, I believe, they filed a trademark saying that Jada Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker. Oh, Miss Parker, let you come down the ring. I love the way you walk. I love the way you talk. I love the way you hit that move.
Okay, you can calm down now. You can calm down. Okay, so I just want to I want to know from the audience, what do you see with this whole ordeal with Jada Pickett or whatever? Like what do you
Why?
I mean,
just look at him. Just look at Jade. Just look at Jade.
Yeah, I have.
Just look at Jade.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done looking at her.
I got a problem. Y'all go put her straight to NXT.
No, they talk about taking her to the main roster.
But Wolfpack put on there said Jada Parker and OTM, which is Scripps and those big dudes' new name.
Yeah.
And I remember reading that, saying that that's going to be probably the rumor that she's going to be with them. Listen, every black person that hood, okay? She's not hood. That's their characteristics. They in the hood doing the little fucking craps and taking people money and shit.
Hey,
she's not that.
So that's him. That's real Reggie right there. That's real Reggie.
And I agree, Brenda. Like, I really feel that because, like, number one, in so many words, she is green than a motherfucker. Just because she had a Goldberg streak doesn't mean that she should go straight to the main roster. She needs to learn the WWE system before she goes to the main roster. Because the last thing that I want her to do is to look completely stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I tried to tell T.O. this. Hold on before you go in. I tried to tell T.O. this the other day because, like, I brought this up in the group. I tried to tell T.O. this. T.O. was like, "No, toss her out there, main roster. That's the best way for her to learn." I was like, "Nope." I even pitched the idea of how you bring her in. They're bringing back the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. You have Jade come in and win that bitch. That's how you introduce her to NXT. That's the ideal right there. And it doesn't matter.
I got a question. I more so a comment.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Let me get the big screen real quick because I got to ask this question.
Let him cook.
You motherfuckers say that y'all don't watch AEW, right?
Uh-oh.
Then how do you know who Jade is?
Well,
How do you know who she is? As a matter of fact, I'm expecting that y'all not gonna know who the fuck she is. Remind you, you do not watch AEW, right? But then you want her to come to the WWE. How in the fuck you want somebody to come to the WWE? You don't even fucking know her. You said you don't watch AEW, right? So how the fuck you don't know who the fuck this bitch is?
I can kind of answer that a little bit.
This
Just a
one,
little bit.
tag.
Now listen.
Damn,
Wait. Let me say this real quick before. Let me just say this.
Flambe.
When WWE knew they had to get Jade, when Tony Khan got that phone call, hey, we have an executive meeting to pitch what's going to be up at HBO Max when they debut Max, right? They didn't ask for Adam Cole. They didn't want Jay White. They didn't want Britt Baker. They didn't want Saraya. The executives at Max said Jade Cargill better be there, and she was the face for AEW at the big meeting when they talked about all the new stuff coming to Max. Vince and them started was like, damn, they didn't want the top people. They wanted her. When they debuted Max and AEW on Max, the face you saw was Jade. That's a green light. Like how they was throwing Bianca ass at all these games and everything, AEW is doing it with Jade. She was right there at Bianca. College game that Jade was there. NASCAR, Jade. Major League Baseball, Jade. The NFL, Jade. Nobody else with AEW was representing their sports like Jade Cargill and Ricky Stark. Those are the top two people they sent for all the events.
I got balloons.
Why you got balloons?
But
I don't know.
That's what I was about to come into. You don't with her. You don't need to watch AEW because her ass was everywhere. Her ass, like you just said, her ass was at NASCAR. Guess what? She's at the NASCAR spot with Bianca Belair.
But they're still gonna know, like, who is she?
But
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order for you to know who she is, you have to watch AEW programming. And a lot of people say that they don't watch AEW programming. So how the hell would you know who Jade Cargill is?
And let me say this right now. I'm not defending those that he's going after, but disclaimer. But she's like this is why I say she got that it factor. She does a lot of cosplay because I knew her before she got the AEW. She used to do a lot of cosplay for the Comic Cons, all that stuff. But even if you don't know her, you like the right thing is to put her in NXT. Because we all know, we all watched her. We watched her develop because one, it was a pandemic. They didn't have no AEW Dark at the time. She came from the ground up, and when I say it was there, we saw her botch so many damn times. She grew up, but at the same time, that don't mean she's ready. WWE a whole different system, whole camera work, whole this that. Everybody that came through from like Japan, all that stuff, had to go to NXT with the exception of AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, and learn the WWE system. And you hear them, they like, we should have went to NXT first. She go to NXT, agree with Real. The breakout tournament is coming. They don't have no 90 days on Jay. Her contract expired. She could come in like that. Go over on the breakout tournament, and at the same time, learn the craft, learn the WWE way through the performance center. It's right there. She's from Florida. She's not that far from the performance center, right there. So she could go in and do that. If y'all put her in the main roster, and y'all talking about how people go to AEW get lost in the shuffle, she's gonna be like a deer in headlights up in the main roster. Y'all just gonna put her in there, and she's supposed to come in and beat Rilla Ripley. No, y'all know it's not gonna be that easy. They're not gonna do that to her.
I just don't want them to do her how they do Raquel and have her trying to pose and show off her muscles all the time. Like Raquel, they legit. What we call her?
We call her GPS.
Now they said that. Now Willis said save her for the Royal Rumble and
NXT.
I disagree. I disagree. Kindly, Willis. I'm gonna say why. Because if you debut her in the Rumble, the motherfuckers in the back are going to be like, okay, let's call her up. And then they're still going to call her up too early. We don't want to debut her in the Rumble. Like Enforcer just explained perfectly, you have her in NXT. You have her learn the system. You have her get better at her craft. Then when you bring her in, she's going to be ready to make a splash on that main roster. But she's not.
I'm going to tell you where she should go on the main roster. She should be with Pretty Deadly when it comes time. Make them her best.
Why you always put everybody with Pretty Deadly?
But see, Stormy, I sadly disagree, but I'm gonna explain why. Everybody doesn't have to be with somebody. She don't need to be with anybody. She don't need to be with anybody.
Reese, let's hear your opinion about this because you've been quiet. What's your opinion about this?
He's still thinking about that picture.
Like, yeah, that's true too. But no.
Because I see you was daydreaming, so I'm like, I have to get you back in
I
reality.
was thinking about that picture real quick. Like,
All
but on real talk though, Jade to go to WWE, yeah. I would say put her in NXT. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But
all over.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with real. I don't put her in the tournament because let's be real. Outside of Mello, that tournament hasn't exactly been good for people.
Mm.
Know what I would do though?
It has.
No, I said outside of Mello.
No.
You could.
Perez won the title.
Oh yeah, I forgot Roxy won.
Come on now.
The only one you want to consider a success was Jordan Miles.
Like I say, don't forget my little midget now. My little midget is good.
No, I forgot she won it, but I was like, anyway. But where I would bring Jade in, I was like, I would have her come in at a different setting, like maybe whoever wins the breakout tournament after they have their title match. I have Jade come in and attack her afterwards.
That's a good one. I like that.
How about this, Reese? During the match, she's sitting in the front row just looking.
I mean, she could do that.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, though, isn't that what Rhea did though for UK Women's Belt? Ain't that what she did? Then she attacked them after that. Remember when they the NXT UK Women NXT UK debuted, they announced all the women, and Rhea attacked, just punched the girl in the face, and Rhea was like, "Oh, you're disqualified. I believe in you. You're supposed to be this, and you did that." Boom, right? At the end of the tournament, when the old girl won it, Rhea came out and attacked her. And that's how she got her shot.
Rhea won it.
She won the tournament.
No, it was one tournament. Rhea got kicked out like before it even started because Rhea was like, "What are you doing? You can't do this." She's up to punch the girl like.
I think which I know Jean, because that's how she got in the tournament. She punched the girl out and she got in the tournament. And Rhea was like, "What are you doing?" She said,
Listen, John. That doesn't even make any sense. Women are not meaty. No. You know what? We're not doing this.
You talking about muscle meat? The muscle meat.
It doesn't make sense. No.
Actual scissoring.
Scissoring. I accept that. I accept the scissoring.
The real scissoring.
But
I ain't gonna cease and desist they ass, man.
So let's talk about Raw. Let's see, viewership drops to a record low. So once again, I'm gonna be on my petty shit because this is why y'all need to stop talking about AEW's numbers, because WWE is not as big as you think it might be, and this is the flagship show. Okay, like, if you say that the WWE is doing great and it's untouchable or whatever, then it should do well against football, correct? And then when I see shit like this, I'm like, what is going on here? I just don't think that it's just as strong as people may think it is. I mean, like, once again, I don't want to play the AEW versus WWE. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just tired of fans and these podcasters keep coming online and talk about, oh, WWE's doing great and WWE, all the glazerization is pathetic. I just want people to understand that this is football season. This is not Christmas season. This is a season where WWE is going to do bad because of the product that they put out every fucking Monday. And on top of that, there's another situation that's going on because WWE is contemplating on leaving fucking Mondays because of a fucking deal.
That's why this. I think Wolfpack said it best. There's Monday Night Football having 2 games every Monday night now,
and it's hurting the WWE's numbers.
Nah, it's just only tomorrow and I think like 1 week in December.
It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night.
But the thing is, what I'm saying is, this is not like back in the day with the NFL just put anything out on Mondays. Now they putting guaranteed competition games on Monday night what people want to see. not last week, but the week before, I was at the Raw show, and it was good. But you talking about, okay, a good show against a debuting Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, even though he got hurt in like the fourth play, but still,
for like 4 steps, you know.
Right, those, but that the game itself, the numbers was huge, and motherfuckers was at the show still watched the game on their phones. So, like, Monday Night Football has always been football in general has always been the main sport. I don't know where they get these numbers saying they beat them here and there, whatever. Raw is going to have low numbers from September all the way to December. It happened for, I don't know, almost a decade now. So this
because they went to PG. I mean, they did not listen in the Attitude Era and in the Ruthless Aggression Era. Unless someone want to pull up some numbers, WWE did not have that problem.
I was about to say that. You took the words, right? What I was about to say.
We deal with football? Oh, shit.
Do you want to know why? And do you want to know why? Because they actually put something on to make you want to watch. Right?
Exactly.
I've been telling you, if y'all been watching it, Raw has been, they flipped with SmackDown. Because the last few months, SmackDown was doing the same thing. Then they flipped the switch. Raw right now, for the past 2 months, has been the same thing. Over with either Judgment Day or Cody Rhodes, Chad Gable does something with either Viking Raiders, Imperium will do something, insert random women's match, commercial, Judgment Day again, KO and Sami Zayn, KO flip out. One of those things, or all of them, has happened in the exact same Raw for the past few months. Over and over, the same layout.
I just want to say this real quick. Like Chris said earlier, because like I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know they were averaging between 3 to 6 on the Monday night during the Attitude Era. And this is with Monday Night Football. Because why? Because like Stormy said, this was where I agree with Stormy. You made a product good that 3 to 6 million people want to watch that shit over football. You know what I'm saying? Like the product was good to where 3 to 6 million people was like, you know what? I want to watch wrestling instead of this Monday Night Football game. Now I understand that they are making more competitive games, putting more competitive games on the Monday night, but still, I feel like if they did put out a product like they used to put out, then them having even one Monday Night Football game wouldn't be an issue.
But if you think about it, now we're going back to the day here. First, we're talking about the Attitude Era. It's not just the Attitude Era. It was the Monday Night Wars. You had not one but 2 wrestling shows, and we had guaranteed title matches or some crazy shit happening where we could not miss it. We had to flip the channels back and forth to see it. And
exactly.
Okay, Monday Night Football. We went to just see the highlights on ESPN. I'm sorry. At the Ruthless Aggression Era, it was still a competitive nature, but a good competitive nature. It was Raw against SmackDown, and it was still 2 hours before it went 3 hours. Correct. So it was still competitive, but it was different. We didn't have the repetitive as Stormy said. But that's why I said NFL realized, okay, we're losing to wrestling. You know, like we're losing to wrestling. What the hell's going on?
I mean, they don't got that problem. They don't got that problem anymore.
Right, and Raw was now. Real, you said 3 point. No. Raw was hitting 6.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 to 6.
Yeah, they was hitting 6 to 8.
Because I remember even when the Rams was here and they did the draft here, and when Cena came to Raw, everybody was at the damn center instead of being at the Dome to watch the Rams play. This when the Rams were still good. You got Mick Johnson in here tonight? Or that building was sold out. They're like, Uncle, nobody bought Ram tickets. The GOAT is here. That's why. We want to see John Cena.
And the thing about that is this, like, with Raw right now, they could try to use that as an excuse, but they Raw, not just Raw, but the company itself is coming to a transition.
Think about this right now, currently on Monday Night Raw. The main story that they finna give us is Jey Uso is trying to pitch that Rhea likes him more than Dominic. That's the top story. The guy Roman Reigns, the guy that went against his family, who's called Main Event Jey Uso, the only reaction he showed is when Finn Balor said, hey, Damian likes you, Dom likes you, hey, Rhea likes you. Oh, for real? And people been making pictures of him and Rhea together, and he been sharing them and tagging Dominic. That's our top feud right now on Raw.
That's the gayest shit ever.
And this is the guy that y'all wanted to dethrone Roman Reigns.
I got a question. I think I asked y'all this, but I really want to know. Who in wrestling got the most heat right now? Dominic or Don Callis?
That's the y'all.
I would say Dom. I would say Dom.
Barely.
I'm gonna say Dom.
Like I'm watching Raw, I'm like, how is this a
Because at least
storyline?
Callis can get a word in edgewise. Dominic can't even get a syllable.
Exactly.
People, it's not piped in. Before y'all say it's piped, it's not piped.
I know
It's not
Rhea
quite
Ripley
right.
in the back. I know Rhea Ripley, the guy looking at Triple H like, I know damn well you lying. First you had me wrestling Natalia for no reason. Then I had to do it again. Then I had to go against Sasquatch back. And now you want me to have a storyline where I like Jay more than Dominic when I raped this man on live TV to get him over. That's what you trying to tell me?
Did you just say
Y'all remember he dancing backstage and he came back out, his shirt was like this, and he was like, Dad, help, she got me. So nobody else remember that episode? Nobody else remember?
No, let's not forget. Let's not forget the Queen of Botchamania is back.
Oh yeah,
Nia
Nia Jax. Yeah, yeah.
Hold. Wait, hold on. You about to go to the next stop, or can I say something about that Nia Jax stuff real quick?
Yeah, you can say it. Then I'm gonna go to the next.
Okay. I've seen people comment on this. I've seen people talk about it. I've seen, there's a few folks that are happy that she's back. I'm just gonna address this. Why do y'all want her back? What's her appeal that she needs to be there?
Because
to show off the strength of mommy. That's why she's back. To show off the strength of mommy.
Bro, can you tag me in?
Go ahead.
Yep, I got you, Reese.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? And I would say is for everybody that's happy Nia's back. Let me tell you something. There's something I watched recently. And yeah, if y'all ever get a chance to watch Stevie Richards' channel, yeah, it is a damn good watch, because what he does, he'll like break down certain stuff. Yeah, and for everybody who wonders why we go after Nia for her botches, there we go. Point example. But yeah, he actually breaks down Nia's comeback and shows you why the hell everything she did from start to finish is why we constantly clown her for botching.
So I was going to come for Stevie Richards, because I'm just like, okay, we got another asshole that's attacking AEW. So when I seen the video that he did for Nia Jax breaking it down, I'm like, okay, cool. Now AEW on the other hand, remember when Jon Moxley got he had a concussion with his match against Rey Fenix, and now from my understanding, Rey Fenix was not supposed to win that match. Stevie Richards broke that down, and AEW didn't like that shit, and they blocked his video, and a lot of fans didn't like that because they wanted to continue to be toxic, I guess. But should he continue doing those videos?
Well,
why not?
Yes.
As long as he being fair, I don't mind.
But the thing
and I think that's what it is, Chris. Before if because I'm glad that you went and watched the video. I think with him, he's fair across the board. I don't think he's one of those ones trying to be malicious towards one or another. He's about almost a 30-year vet. So then on 30 years in 2025, I think, or probably a little bit longer. I think he's a 30-year vet. But what I'm getting at is, I think what he does is he breaks down videos, and it's the critique. That's all it is. It's not for him trying to take sides with one over other or anything like that. I think did he I have to go back and watch the video again, but I think did he have like a perspective on how they handled the situation?
That's what he's doing. He's telling you that's how his career really got shortened because of a neck injury. Yeah. And he's telling people that for y'all that think this is freaking ballet, look at these wrestlers. And again, it's not in a funny like Chris, that you thought he was trying to bash AEW.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he's going at not just WWE, not just AEW. If he sees something and fans actually inbox him like, yo, what you think about this move right here that could have injured somebody? He breaks it down like if they would have done this way, or they someone do a power driver, the head was not reach as far past the thigh, supposed to be within the thigh, so it can have cushion. He's trying to educate people because these wrestlers put their life on the line. One slip could be the end of it. Just like we almost thought Moxley was this past Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Also,
go
ahead, Reese.
But yeah, and matter of fact, since you brought that up, he even brings up when
we'll talk about that.
All right, y'all remember the match he had with AJ and he took that really fucked up Styles clutch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In that video, Stevie and he like emphasizes it repeatedly that he was the one who botched the move, and he literally goes into this and explains what he should have done and how AJ actually saved his not only his career but also his life.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like pointing out to this one, and he admits that I was the one who messed up the move, and he actually said he talked to AJ, and it was like, hey, that was on me, dude. I totally messed up. And another thing about Richards too is not only does he goes off with moves that are done wrong, he also focuses on moves that are done right, and how like simple moves, like there's a fluidity and a nuance to them. Like you could just do simple collar and elbow tie up, and how just how fluidity has such a deal, and how placement and everything allows these moves to be performed safely.
He's really taking this Dr. Stevie character for real, though. that was his character in Impact, is Dr. Stevie for a bit, but he's taking this joke seriously because there's a lot of good wrestlers out there that their career could be shortened in just one.
Because didn't he get hurt? You remember when they did the ECW Originals versus the Wyatt family? Remember Braun put him through that wall and he got hurt?
Yeah, he
was it Tommy Dreamer? Because I think him and Tommy both walked in that match hurt.
I think it was Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, because Braun was still pretty green, and he was just throwing remember, Braun was dangerous for a second. He was hurt. They're like, bro, you need to. Brock Lesnar told him, slow your ass down.
So let's go to this one right here. I really don't want to talk about this though, but once again, Vince McMahon is facing a criminal investigation once again. But this time, I do not know what it's about. I don't know if this was his past, but he is in a position right now where civil liabilities could prevent him from serving as a officer or a director in a public company. So I think all of his misdeeds, I believe, is really catching up to him, and the WB board, or no, not WB board, I'm sorry, TKO board of directors, they don't like that shit because they want to say like, we don't have nothing to do with what Vince McMahon is doing. However, I think they full of bullshit because you knew that Vince McMahon was a problem before he merged with you guys. So it's like more money, more problems. So I'm like, you can't like get like surprised and say that, oh well, we don't want them.
Oh my god, Vince did what?
Clutch my pearls.
What? He did that?
I didn't know.
Oh my god!
That's new. Because Trump got investigated again, and him and Vince was buddy because he let some stuff slide so that Vince could keep going through the pandemic. Because remember, it was another politician that was like, no sports should be happening, and WWE at one point was the only sports we was getting. MLB shut down, NBA, wasn't nothing going on, but WWE kept going. Trump, Vince,
all money's not good money.
Hey, I need you to make something happen. I can do a Thunderdome or something. Go ahead, don't worry about it, Vince. I'll take care of it. I got the paperwork. You ain't got to do about it, sweetie. All the politicians. Hey, how is this deal going on? Because Linda McMahon was on his staff. Why is Linda there? When did she get in the what? Now it's all starting to come back. And they all like, yeah, Vince. Because Triple H, remember Triple H called Stephanie? Steph, get out the building. Don't worry about it. I made a call. Get out of there. I got you. Triple H started all this. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. When he got released, and he said, I got something for your ass. Watch what I do. Vince Life ain't been straight since that day.
That nose is deadly. Triple H said this. He said, I'm damn. If anybody going to mess up my contingency plan, you ain't doing that shit, bitch. I'll make sure that your ass is gone. Fuck that shit.
How many times as a kid you threatened to run away? You went into a room, you packed it with toys, and you're like, out of here. I'm sick of this. I don't want to die no chicken nuggets, and that is not what I got. I'm running away. When he released
I don't know how many times.
When he released Triple H, he said, okay, you gonna try to release me? Watch what I do. Sean, I'll be back to get you in a second. Stephanie, don't say nothing. Shane, shut up.
I got two things to say about this. Number one, Vince might be more diabolical than people give him credit for. Now that we sit here and we see the situation, I think there's two reasons he sold the company to, they did the merger thing. One, which we probably all already know this, doesn't take a scientist to know this, is he wanted to get his power back. That's number one. But number two, and this is where this story comes in, is a contingency plan just in case shit goes south. What I mean by that is that I think he owns like 26.8 million shares, or I forgot how many shares he owns with this whole.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Do you know how much them shares are worth? They're worth 3.8 billion. So he got himself a contingency plan just in case shit goes south. But
I'll let you finish, but you forget about his other one though. He got two other top contingency plans.
Yeah,
but he still get money off John Cena and Dwayne Johnson. Anytime he do a movie, he get a cut because he owned their names. Like no matter what, he getting money.
Exactly.
Wait. How you own someone's government name?
Because John Cena wrestled under his government name, and WWE owns that property. He talked about it. He said, "Yeah, whenever I do something, Vince gets a cut because my legal name is my wrestler name."
Okay, what about The Rock?
What that right there? Whenever the big blade starts Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Vince gets a cut. Only if they say Dwayne Johnson, he won't get paid. But whenever they say starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the minute you put that in there, you get it. But John Cena, since he wrestled under his government name, Vince gets the check. Not WWE, Vince, because Vince told him stick with that name. That's a good name.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't get paid off of you though.
Here's the thing. John Cena in real life, he dresses and acts just like Vince McMahon. This man is a carbon copy of Vince outside the t-shirt.
But here's the other thing I wanted to mention, and I'm pretty sure y'all already heard me say this in a group. I'm pretty sure some of y'all in the comment section already know this. Nick Khan behind all this, man. I don't give a fuck with nobody say Nick Khan's been the one giving this information up. He's been the one giving this information up because you notice shit keeps popping up and up and up about Vince. Who's been benefiting from all of this from day one?
Nick Khan.
Bro,
Nick Khan's been setting them up from jump.
Bro, I said this for the joke, and I probably said it with you, real. Nick Khan is the mole.
He is.
Mole. How you get all this information out? And this is 30 years of paying chicks hush money, all this stuff, and all of a sudden it comes out. All of it comes out as soon as we hear the word Nick Khan.
Man, Nick Khan was
good. We didn't know who Nick Khan was.
Nick Khan was good.
All this shit happened.
When he came to Vince and said, "Hey, let me tell you something. We're about to bring back our own movies. I don't know what you was doing. We finna bring back our own movies. I didn't tell you to release him. We finna get him back. I'm finna bring in movie producers, and your daughter is fired as of now. I'll see you in a second." And he walked off.
Wow.
Remember, when he came in, he didn't come in as an intern. He came in as CEO. Why didn't you do that? You don't come in as a CEO outside the company.
And he holds a high position with this new TKO company, right? Nick Khan does. Like he holds a position.
Nick Khan was Tony Khan's brother this whole time. When I first heard about Nick Khan, I thought he was related to Tony. I thought they was like cousins or something.
All right, so let's go to.
Maybe press this button.
I guess damn Tony got his brother in WWE.
Bullshit.
So silly. And everybody remember to share and like and comment on the podcast, please do that. Please do. We need our numbers. So
Yeah.
thank you. So the next discussion is, or the next segment is AEW. AEW this past week had Grand Slam.
Cook
It was dope. It was cool. It wasn't better than it was last year. The only difference is that the storylines were actually pretty good. I think all the matches were pretty decent. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it was just the vibe. I don't know what it was. It's just it just didn't feel right compared to last year. I don't know.
I thought it was better than last year because each match, like you said, it had the story. It was good, and especially like I'm gonna say this. I think I was overwhelmed with Chris Jericho's Sammy match, but then I saw what Sammy was wearing, which I should have known what the hell was about to happen. Right?
He wore the same. That was sick work. That was sick work because he wore the exact colors, exact design, everything that Chris Jericho wore when he low blowed Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. What was it?
WrestleMania 19.
Yeah, because Jericho wore what Shawn wore.
Yeah,
exactly.
The same color scheme. So I was like, oh shit. I should have saw that coming.
And then I was just gonna say, one of the things that I love about AEW, they leave some gems. They leave some gems, and the shit just be dope.
Easter eggs.
So
should be dope.
So we talk about attire, right? I know probably only me, Reese. I'm not going to insult y'all, but Eddie Kingston and
he wore Kawada gear.
They did a gear too of All Japan, New Japan, not All Japan and Noah. Cassioli had Masawa colors.
Yep.
And Eddie Kingston had Kawada colors. And they finished the match the way that Kawhi would finish the match with a powerbomb. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers are playing. They are not playing tonight. But the only thing that was wrong, the only thing I could say that was a blemish of that night, of Dynamite actually anyway, was the Jon Moxley Ray Phoenix match.
Yeah, because Jon Moxley, he was not supposed to lose.
It's the ref fault. That ref could have counted to 3 the first time. When you saw he wasn't going to move, do the 3. Don't stop and try to do some bullshit. Oh, I thought I saw his arm move. Moxley's arm didn't move at all. Moxley was out. Just do the 3.
Yeah.
It's fucking Rick Knox. Like, y'all really expected him to be good?
Yeah, Rick Knox is trying to steal the show, bro.
Yeah, like you expected Rick Knox to be good.
He like, oh no, I thought. Even Ray looked at him like, bro, what are you doing? That was a 3 count right there. Everybody looking like, what are you doing?
So has this referee been an issue from my understanding? Like, has he been?
He boxed another finish before. He did the same thing before. Didn't stop the match in time.
I kind of figured that.
He been an issue the whole AEW time. Like he always find the main character on the camera and gets in front of the camera. He tried to be the start of the match.
What's that girl? Aubrey was the same way. Remember, he used to do the same shit.
Wait, but you wanna understand why like Rick Knox is not like really that good? His start is PWG. PWG matches more or less are chaos.
Yeah.
So he's not used to having to follow like true specific instructions as a referee.
Right.
So he didn't handle the situation properly. And I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to shit on dude, but I'm shitting on dude. Because a man's life could have been in jeopardy because of his neglect. But I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. The dude ref at PWG. He went straight from PWG to be on a national major wrestling promotion.
And for the people that's just coming in, right now we are on segment 2, so you haven't missed anything. You haven't. The main event is the next one.
I gotta say this though. As far as the Moxley Phoenix match, I was about to say, you know what? The one thing about this is that John finally going to get his damn vacation that he's been like 6 months overdue.
He's a year overdue. He's a year overdue for a vacation.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh, well, you know what?
Oh, damn.
You know what? I'm gonna pay some respects to Saraya and Tony Storm, because this was Saraya's first title defense, and
That
remember I
kiss is
said
beautiful.
she has not wrestled that much before, So they did a good job on that. I mean, the kiss was crazy.
Very much so.
But
that was better than Trisha Mickey.
But
Everybody loved that lesbian.
Watch this.
But the thing was though, when she kissed her, it went straight to her Storm Zero, and I was like, oh shit, like what she was.
The kiss of death. Yeah.
Like, I was more worried about the neck, because that Storm Zero.
Oh yeah.
Could come out.
That's how Jade won the match. Never kiss of death. That's how Jade won it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
But
shout out to Eddie Kingston though.
Yes.
Bells, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
This is really AEW really been doing him justice, and I am so proud of them for doing that. And I know but AEW gets a lot of slack for not pushing, I guess, the talent that the public wants, but you gotta understand, AEW for the last 5 years have produced big stars, stars we did not know existed before the founding of AEW. And I think people really need to really appreciate the work that AEW has been putting on to put these stars on the map. You know what I'm saying? So Swerve, I really feel that his breakout is coming.
Yes,
it's coming.
He's
people are not ready for it.
He's beating Hangman for it. He's gonna beat Hangman. That's his step.
Yeah,
he's gonna beat Hangman at Wrestle Dream. You explained that so perfectly, Chris. And that's why I can't stand people that try to say they just like this person or that, remember this promotion or that promotion. What AEW has done, like you said, is spotlight talent that nobody really ever, nobody else really gave opportunity to. Orange Cassidy, whether people know it or not, is almost a 20-year vet. Eddie Kingston been wrestling since 2002. And for this man to not only get a major moment like that, but in New York, when almost a few years ago, and y'all seen the comments, this man was about to retire. He was going to retire during the pandemic. He couldn't pay his mortgage. It was during the pandemic. He was selling this wrestling gear. He was going to get a regular job. He was going to call it a day.
Let me add on to that because I need to know how serious this was. You know how he always talk about WWE, the Atlanta Entertainment? He was that desperate. He tried out for WWE.
Exactly.
And they said, you know what? You could be a coach. And he said no. And what y'all know why? This dude said he's gonna be jealous. He said he's gonna be jealous. He's gonna be envious because that should be him in the ring instead of coaching people to be in the ring. And the thing is with Eddie Kingston, like you said, this dude been wrestling since 2002. I seen this dude when he had all white. His pants was the Puerto Rican flag. He was clean cut. He was
the Blackjacks.
He was the dude changed his gimmick. He was in the chakra, all this stuff. The dude was good on the mic, as we all know, but back then he was even better. It's just that now I see people congratulate him, and then here y'all go. Y'all tight, and y'all gotta find something fucking negative. Oh, he's not being in indie dates no more. He just did a story with Crassione and talking about being professional. He just did the professional thing. Listen, the dude wrestled for 20 years, gave y'all all his all his body. His body can't take no more. So guess what? He's gonna take it easy. He got 2 titles for 2 different companies now. He's not Kenny Omega. He's not these other guys that can go to other companies that had like Will Ospreay. He's been there in 20-25 years of wrestling.
I don't understand why are they criticizing him for not going on the indies.
Today he's supposed to have a match with Rocky Romero in Seattle. Well, damn it, guess what, people? He's gonna be in Seattle next Sunday. He's gonna be there. He's gonna face Shibata. And Willis. It's not 3 titles. Only his titles on the line. Shibata not his title on the line. Yeah. So
I want to add on to that, Enforcer. That stuff pisses me off.
First
that stuff
Steven and then Stormy. Go ahead.
Yeah, that stuff pisses me off Y'all act like this man, like you said, y'all act like this man ain't busted his ass for 20, like this year make 21 years. 21 years on the fucking indies. This man has finally won, not one, but 2 titles. This man is going to be committed to 2 different companies, having to defend 2 titles. And you motherfuckers are upset because he had to pull from the dates that he was obligated to do. The situation changed. The situation changed. He won 2 titles. He can't do indies no more. This man understands now that being 20 years in, he don't have too much time left, and he's trying to make make as much of the time he has left as possible and make as much money as possible as well while doing it. Gotta remember, this is a man that 20 years is finally getting his due. 20 years finally making some real fucking money. 20 years finally being able to get away from the indies and get paid the money that he's been trying to work towards for 20 years. And you selfish motherfuckers are mad because he won't stay on the indies when this man busted his ass for 20 years in that motherfucker to try to get into the position he's in now. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And if y'all call yourself a Eddie Kingston fan or a fan of anybody that's on the indies, because that's what I'm pretty sure all independent wrestlers are trying to make it to that next step. They're trying to make a living out of professional wrestling. And you're mad because this man finally got the opportunity to make a living for himself, and now he's having to get off the indies. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, man. Y'all don't want to see wrestlers happy. I really begin to think that some of you fans hate wrestling. That's all I gotta say.
Stormy.
Now, I was just gonna say, like, this match with Shibata, like, y'all gotta remember, the fact that Shibata is still wrestling is just a damn. This is man is a living walking miracle. If y'all don't remember, he took a move to the edge of the rope, correct me, in that match, and like his skull caved in, stabbed into his brain. He was dead. Like literally, this man was dead. Oh, this is it. He's gonna be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. He's gonna be a vegetable. Now look at him. Like this match right here, you got 2 guys who literally, one of them almost lost his wrestling life, and Eddie Kingston, and the other one literally almost lost his life, and now they're about to have a match. This is special. So instead of complaining, take a step back and realize you are watching a literal wrestling miracle right now.
Exactly.
Let's get this more into it. This when it comes to Shibata, like you just said, almost lost his life. The dude was bleeding inside his head from a stiff ass headbutt he gave to Okada.
Ooh, that's a real statement right there. That's a real statement right there.
His head was full of blood. They had to drain. Can you imagine someone drilling in your head to drain the blood out your head? And the fact that we got him back wrestling, of course he's not the same Shibata, but damn it, he's back doing what he loves, and he's about to be in a big ass match against someone who is just like us, came through some hard time. Dude about to sell his ring gear. Like you say, he's about to retire and work at a goddamn gas station. This dude,
he's about to be a Planet Fitness
somewhere. He's about to work somewhere, and y'all mad because he's not in the indies. But he's coming to Seattle, people. He's coming to y'all. He's still coming to y'all city. I'm saying Seattle because it was a Seattle show. He's still coming to Seattle just for Wrestle Dream, and y'all gonna be there anyway. It's not like y'all not gonna be there. You know what I mean? So I'm done with it, man. Congratulations, Kingston. Finally.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and plus also let's remember the other big part about this from both Kingston. We all know how Eddie loves Japanese wrestling. To him, he's getting another dream match out of his system because, even though he's not facing Shibata when he was in his prime like 5 years ago, but still, Kingston versus Shibata, and we know that this is going to be the ultimate. This is going to be like a Styles Clash matchup because Eddie, generally the brawler, but when he wants to, we know that he can wrestle, especially with the Japanese strong style. And then Shibata, hell, there's a reason he's the pure champion. Like the dude's name literally is the wrestler.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put them two up together on pay-per-view in a World Championship matchup. I was like, dude, this is pretty much what the type of stuff Eddie's been trying to work for, and now he's finally getting it. And it's like, man. And then Shibata himself, he didn't think he would ever see this opportunity 5 years ago because of that injury. So like this is just as much for him as it is for Eddie.
I agree. All right, so let's go to Saraya's ring gear got stolen. This is the second time a AEW star got their shit stolen. I'm not too sure if this was from a fan. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, she said that she needs her ring gear back. She have had the ring gear from 10 years ago. She had some ring gear that was very special to her. That was all stolen. It's she said 10 years and it was a sentimental value to her. And it's just a really appalling that people of 2023 is being trash and just being trash, just being evil, just being evil. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Hell, you remember when somebody stole the title for Chris Jericho?
Yep.
At an IHOP.
These people be ruthless. They stole Sasha Banks gear before, but they broke their car. She's like, dang, I can't go get my nails done. That's what y'all doing?
Then they steal Powerhouse gear too. When the Powerhouse gear got stolen too.
A story. They had me believing, was this a story? Right? Did he really get his stuff stolen? I was still lost on that.
I actually thought that was a storyline. Yeah.
They broke into Wardlow's car.
Yep.
Yeah. Like if you want to get, they sell replicas, or you just pay the money and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't gotta steal it.
Another topic. This so Will Ospreay revealed in his backstage comments that a Rev Pro were offered $1 million from the WWE and they refused that offer.
Good, because they knew what happened. They in hindsight, it was a good decision. You want to know why? Rev Pro would have ended up like Progress, which Progress is still trying to recover from it. Would have ended up like ICW in where they based at? Ended in Scotland. ICW.
Yeah.
No. They was not offering Rev Pro. They was offering him and Zack Sabre Jr. to come to WWE. Remember when Zack Sabre Jr. did the Cruiserweight Classic? They was trying to get him at that point in time, and then they were trying to get Will Ospreay. Because remember, Will Ospreay and Ricochet went viral around that time. And stuff. So they were trying to get them, and they said no. Zack Sabre Jr. came back to Japan. Will Ospreay stayed in Japan and got better. That Rev Pro, they was one of the companies that was going to be with the UK scene, like the NXT UK scene. But they said they didn't want to be a partner with that because they are different from Progress, IWC, or ICW, whatever that was, and it's another one, WXW. So they was different.
Yep.
So they didn't want to be part of the group because they already had a business agreement with New Japan, in Mexico. So they didn't want to break that contract.
I just love it when Ospreay takes shots at WWE when he say, "Y'all got the nerve to say y'all have an Intercontinental Champion, y'all don't even go nowhere." I love it. He said, "It's when he won the United States title." He said, "You think I'm gonna keep this belt? Ain't no United States over here. This is the real Intercontinental Champion. Not y'all know the other place. They don't even go nowhere."
So Royal Quest 3. This is supposed to be October 14th in the UK. It's going to be for the IWGP United Kingdom Heavyweight Championship match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay.
Y'all spoil us anymore.
They're about to cook. Hey, what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? I'm cooking. They're about to cook.
This Will Ospreay versus Zack Sabre Jr. is one of those matches I done seen plenty of times before, and I want to see it again and again and again and again and again. Like I'm ready for it.
I'm at this point.
Think about something. ZSJ is eating this month. Yeah, well, since Stormy's cooking.
Wait a minute.
You think?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, please let me get through this real quick. But before I do, you think in 13 days you're gonna have ZSJ against Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay?
No, not 13. No, not 13 days. In 6 days.
Oh, he's saying in the count of 13
It's a
days.
13-day after.
You got
You thought okay? Because I'm about to say like in 13 days.
And on it,
Can we please go back to that picture, please? Can we please go back to that picture?
Hey, y'all see what this picture gonna do? Hey, what they gonna do?
Wait a minute. What you say?
Can we go back? Can we go back to that picture of Mr. Shane Taylor and Keith Lee?
This is called Slappy. This is called Meaty Me Men.
This is gonna wake Mr. Keith Lee the fuck up.
Yes,
I was just about to say that.
We've been waiting for the real Keith Lee for a long time. As my brother right here with the green big hat would say, you've been very boring for a while now.
Boring as fuck.
Your brother right there, your former tag team partner, the guy that introduced you who the fuck is Keith Lee, Mr. Shane Taylor, is gonna punch your ass back to reality. You gonna remember who the fuck you is, Keith Lee. And you gonna go and dominate. And if you don't dominate, at least tag up back with your brother and bring back the PBK.
Exactly. Pretty boy killers, baby.
Hold on. Bring it home. Because those two together, when it was in Ring of Honor, my God. And they could do some damage in AEW. Hell, they could win them damn Ring of Honor tag team titles if I give a damn. Just bring them back and make some business.
Let me tell you, who I wish was a free agent for that to help get Keith Lee up to remember who he is Dijak. Whenever Keith Lee and Dijak get in the ring, bangers. They never had anywhere they go, bangers. I don't know what it is about him, but remember Keith Lee's on the main roster? Like his matches were not that good. They called up Dijak for 2 matches. Instantly Keith Lee got over. I think that's what, like you said, Shane's finna do that for him because there's certain people where they a good dance partner for you. It's just like it wakes you up. Dijak and Shane Taylor, those are the two. Because I wish Dijak was a free agent so I could see them two go at it again instead of him being the Terminator or whatever the hell he's doing right now. But
yeah, no, he's got a third one because
give him time, my friend.
Yeah, even though like
Matt Riddle,
even though like the lose the end of it, like Adam Cole's also been a good partner for Keith Lee too.
True.
Especially because of that damn pounce he took. That's
I think they're trying to keep them away from each other since the last time they supposed to link up, he was supposed to be the manager. So they don't want people to have that image in their head for a second.
This right here.
Oh God.
There's no motherfucking way that I'm paying $5,000 per belt.
So
There's
Anthony
no
Bowles said they only did 7 of them, and these are like the real belt. That's why it's $5,000. He said it's not for everybody. It's only if you bid on it. But these are like the belts they would get if something happened to their real belt. That's why it's $5,000. But even still, me, I was like, that's $5,000.
That's a used car.
I mean, they said per belt, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
That's
you don't get the same. You
Nope.
get 1 belt. You don't, because I thought you got all 3. I'm like, okay, cool, 3 for $5. Okay, no, you get a singular belt.
That's still too much.
Even if it was all 3, I'm not paying $5,000.
Hell, what? I think I've never seen the highest WWE belt I could think of, and they're like legit replica. Was I think the Undertaker one for $1,000.
No, that shit was too damn ugly.
Here's my question though. This is gonna sound crazy. Do we really know if those are the actual belts that they would get if they replace them? For all they know, they could put something together and be like, boom, these are the actual legit belts they would get if they lost their real tag team title. So we're going to charge you $5,000 for it. I'm not paying $5,000 for a championship belt. What the fuck is that? How is that belt going to help me function? There's a lot you can do with $5,000, okay? No, fuck that. Fuck that. No, y'all open the door for that. I got to cook real quick. Who the fuck is going to pay $5,000 for this shit? You know you could do a lot with $5,000? Is nigga serious right now? No, this can trigger me, man, because that's 5 stacks. You can get 2 to 3 cars in the hood for 5 stacks. Like what 3. The fuck?
Yo,
that's a house.
Real?
That's a house in St. Louis. You get a house.
You ain't lying.
Damn,
that is.
You know what? Real,
I can rent 10 houses. I can rent 10, probably even 15 houses in Arkansas with them 5 stacks. Pay a month rent on 10 to 15 houses. I could pay a month rent on those 10 to 15 houses for 5 stacks. For $5,000? No, this don't trigger me, man, because that's 5 stacks. Why is niggas trying to get belts for $5,000?
Why your voice changed though? That's why.
No, because It's $5,000. That's a lot of money. That's why. That's why my
That's
voice don't
definitely a
change.
down
I,
payment.
I'm
No,
sorry that it went high pitched. That's just ridiculous.
no, but what got me was like the comments, like people was tagging them, like I know, like y'all ain't love that much for $5,000. He like, no, y'all need to chill. This not the commercial release. This is for a select few. But even still, y'all didn't say that. Y'all went, hey, the acclaimed trios goes on sale now, $5,000. It did say a certain amount. It did say what this is. Because when I went to the shop, I'm like, yeah, I like y'all all. Oh man, I'm gonna get that for my boys. 5,000. Maybe I'm seeing wrong. Maybe I'm seeing wrong. Let me turn all the way off. Let me turn all the way off.
I'm not fucking with that.
I ain't gonna go after you for this one, but I think nothing could trigger you worse than Jeff Jarrett and then the Saints losing today. But that came pretty damn close.
$5,000.
$5,000. The top things he disliked. Jeff Jarrett.
Where's
Why
the
am I having-
What is up with them balloons?
Bro, what the-
Hey, yo, you got the right behind you?
No, hold on. We got Doink the Clown.
Wow. Okay. So just one more thing before we go on to the main event. We got I know we got like 10 more minutes, but we're gonna go over this evening. So if you guys don't mind. Wrestle Dream.
Better WrestleMania.
Next Sunday, October 1st in Seattle, Washington, at the Climate Pledge Arena. So we're gonna be talking about this on TikTok sometime this week. So if you guys want to tune in to our TikTok page, just go to #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast on TikTok. We might have a preview show sometime this week. I have to get the schedule ready. But yeah, we will be streaming this this Sunday. So if you guys want to come to our Discord page, I will put out the link sometime this week. So it'll definitely be before we have the pay-per-view. This Tony Khan said that this is going to be a game changer, and to be really honest with you, I am highly excited for this pay-per-view coming up. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. He said it's going to be a game changer, and I don't know what he means by that, but
because so far he cooking. He got some stuff going. I'm like, okay, Tom, let's see what you got. And he's like, you finna get this, y'all finna see this. Oh, you want to see this? Okay, bam, here you go. Oh, you don't think I can keep a storyline going? Watch this. Don Callis. Boom.
You know what it is? You don't have that nagging mosquito in your ear no more. You got freedom to do what you want to do with your fucking company.
Mm-hmm.
So you cooked on All In, you cooked on All Out. Now
like AEW they've been having some very great momentum this year.
For those that's gonna get mad, yes, I'm calling Phil a fucking mosquito that just keep buzzing in the ear. So he's out of here. I'm sorry, can I say this? I owe you no money when I say this, pack him up. So he's out of here. So my thing is with Wrestle Dream. You finally getting a dream match that we could have got in the first Forbidden Door. We're finally getting Bryan Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. And then we got something we never thought we'd see: Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega on the same team.
Two Winnipeg boys.
Alpha and Omega.
Oh my God.
The Ocho.
And wait, if y'all watch New Japan, it's a little thing I'm going to screw y'all on. So Will Ospreay might be turning face that night. And the reason why I said that is he gave a warning to Sammy Guevara. He said, when I see you in the locker room, you better apologize to me and shake my hand. Because you remember at All In, he hit him with that bat. Mm-hmm. He said, we're family now. So if you don't shake my hand and apologize to me, it's going to be problems. They just put a seed there. So I'm looking forward to that match.
And you know, Ospreay passed his check. If he say he going to get you, he don't care what promotion you in, what time of day, that man shows up in that tracksuit and going to kick you in the face. Yeah. He don't care. Ospreay pulled up. Remember, he showed up at like a random ass high school event, and they're like, "Oh my God, we can afford Will Ospreay. How's he here? Like, what the?" Whoa. Mm-hmm. Nah, he gonna be fine. He know what this about and left.
Will Ospreay is like a fucking wrestling mafia. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, they'll call him the Kingpin for nothing. Well, amongst
his faction, it's the greatest faction to me. If they are healthy,
So everybody, first of all, thank you for staying with us for like the last 2 hours. I know we had a lot of topics to go through. Remember to share, like, if you guys have like any comments or anything that you want to bring to our attention. We remind you we do read our email. So if you guys want to hit us up, all you have to do is just hit us up at Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. That is our email. So just take it down once again. If you want to hit us up on an email, if you want us to answer a question online or while we're on the show, just go to email Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. So without further ado, let's go to our main event.
It's time for the main event.
Yes. All right. Hold on a second. Let me just put this back up. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I just put it in? Yep, I did. Okay. All right. And...
Oh, I read that name before you put that back. Really? I seen that. It said the GOAT Saint Slayer.
Where my son? Glad you seen that.
I seen that. I seen that.
Glad you seen that. Yeah, awesome. All right.
Hey, they think of fun.
So, this is the topic I wanted to bring up. Me and Ziggy were discussing this. So, WWE does not like booking black factions. If you named all of the black factions in WWE history, how many can you name?
Say Nation,
New Day,
Hurt Business.
That's three. Right?
Shit roll.
How many white factions?
We want to count.
How many white factions in WWE history?
Degeneration X,
Too many
the
to count, right?
I think there's more body parts than.
But it's more than three, right?
Yeah.
Too many count.
Okay, cool. So, what you see on your screen is a nameless faction. I do not know what the fuck they are doing, to the point where I had to do a double take. They did vignettes. They're dressing up. The Street Profits don't know if they want to be heels, faces. We don't know. So this brings me to this point. The Bloodline didn't have no issues with this. DX didn't have no issues with this. Evolution never had no problems with this. Legacy never had any problems with this. But then when we come to black wrestlers and, you know what I'm saying, the factions, it seems like it's always a problem. It's too many niggas on TV. So that's why I have to ask the main issue. Is there like a quota, or is there like a limit to how many black people can be on their screen? Now I get that this is a white network. I get it. But at the same time, like, you cannot bullshit me. Because it was the reason why I asked everybody on the panel, everybody that's watching at home, why WWE has a problem with black factions? Why is it like they frown upon too many black people on the one screen? You know what I'm saying?
Let's start with.
So we're definitely gonna break this down this evening.
Let's start with a perfect example. Let's go back to the Hurt Business. If you remember how they, and I'm talking about like the original Hurt Business. If you remember how exactly they broke up, it made no sense. And I'm pretty sure, Stormy, you'll be here to fill in the gaps where I may be missing, y'all as well. Y'all may fill in the gaps where I'm missing. But if I'm not mistaken, they have reached their peak, right? Bobby Lashley was WWE champion. Shelton and Cedric were the tag team champions. They had made that wonderful picture that they took during the photo shoot after, I think, Bobby won the world title. They had that photo shoot and all that. What happened? So then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you had Shelton and Cedric drop the tag titles. Then you had Bobby Lashley storyline wise mad at them for dropping the titles.
Just before WrestleMania.
Yeah, just before WrestleMania. You had him mad at them because they dropped the titles. No, he's an even bigger thing. Y'all remember the bounty he tried to put? I think it was, who was he feuding at the time? Drew? Was it Drew he was feuding with at the time? Then he put a bounty on him. He's like, I need to find me somebody that could take out Drew. But yeah, you got mad at the men's that you're supposed to send after him in the first place to take him out, which is Cedric and Shelton. That's another logic gap right there. Then from there, everything stopped. Everything they did with the Hurt Business stopped making less and less sense. Let's fast forward a little bit. Remember when they teased that they were going to put the Hurt Business back together? Yes, but then they didn't do nothing with it. They just dropped it like a bad habit. This, I say that story just to say this. When it comes to WWE and booking black factions, there's clearly no care when it comes to not only booking black factions, but there's always really little to no care when it comes to splitting up a black faction. Hell, the last time they split a black faction that somewhat was doing a little bit at a time was the Nation of Domination. But even then, in parts about that really didn't make sense. If you remember, like Godfather started doing the pimp thing, so he just kind of dipped out. He didn't really say anything. Yeah, they stared. You know what I'm saying? He did the Godfather gimmick. He just dipped. If you remember, he just dipped out. He didn't really say anything to the nation or anything. He just dipped out and did his own thing. Then you had D-Lo and Mark Henry. They became like a tag team or whatnot, or aligned with each other. They turned on The Rock. They were done with The Rock. That's kind of how the new nation broke up and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to black factions in WWE, they don't give them the same amount of care when it comes to trying to make them credible on the card, and they really don't give them any. They don't make it credible when they try to split them up. They don't make the storyline make sense. It shows you how much they don't really care about that. The only black faction that they kind of booked real good was New Day, and even then they forced their hand on that when they initially booked them. Because remember, they was going to give them that preacher gimmick.
Remind you, yeah, there was two versions of New Day. It was going to come in. They came in looking like Malcolm X's henchman coming in, and then that whole thing with Ferguson happened, and it totally killed their image or whatever. They came back looking like preachers, husbands and shit. I'm like, why is this Xavier Woods like? Why is this like Easter Sunday? Why are they preaching like this? You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, it's like WWE, like, it's just, it blows my mind that we don't talk about this. We don't talk about this at all. It's like we see it, but we're not going to talk about it because if we say something negative about WWE, it's like WWE is not going to like us. I don't give a fuck. I say, and I said this before. I've said this to Stephen because me and Stephen had a conversation. I'm not going to say their podcast, but I'm just going to just say this. It's like every time that we discuss them, or it's like I look at their podcast, it's like nothing negative about WWE at all. And it's like I can't say nothing negative about them because I'm working with them. I said that means that you're being fake. I said you can't smile in my face and then say that, oh yeah, I'm cool with you, but it's like your actions is speaking louder than your words. I say because it shouldn't even matter. We're doing the same races. We want to give as much information. We want to put out the most, unbiased journalism, and when it comes to professional wrestling. But if I'm not fucking with WWE, then you're not fucking with me in this area. And I think that that's not fair. I just really feel that if WWE is treating black folks like shit, then you need, if you have a bigger platform than me, then it's your responsibility to put the shit out there. Because, hey, I'm the little guy. They ain't gonna listen to me. They're gonna listen to you. You got more followers than me.
But it's
And
like
I don't-
when it comes. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say when it came to the Hurt Business though, they were finally about to get their big spotlight moment. Remember during the Thunderdome era, they were carrying Raw. They took out Retribution. Then they finally made it to the big baddie at that time. Rest in peace. It was the Fiend. We're about to get Hurt Business versus the Fiend. This is gonna be Wyatt getting back his faction to go against the Hurt Business. Wasn't no Bloodline, wasn't no New Day. It was the Hurt Business who came out to stand toe to toe with the Fiend because the Fiend was causing too much havoc. And they finally came and said, "Okay, MVP and the Hurt Business, y'all go take care of this." And what did we get? No follow up. With the Bloodline, I don't care how many loopholes, what moments, this don't make any sense. They will go with it. It don't even matter. Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules. Who helped Roman Reigns win the title? What did they say? Oh, it's a good thing we got people up top inside the Bloodline. God is in the Bloodline. After that, he lost the last man standing match to Kevin Owens. The camera angle showed it. Roman was still handcuffed sitting down at the 10 count. That's a loss. But what happened? Nope. We're going to let the match keep going. Remember, because Paul Heyman botched and they couldn't find the key. What else happened? Clash at the Castle. Boom. We heard another cousin. We let that slide. So many times the Bloodline has been able to slide. Can you imagine if Bobby Lashley was the champion and ain't defended the title in 5 months, what people will be saying to Bobby Lashley?
Oh, they would. Ooh. Bro,
Matter of fact, I keep saying it. The only logical person there, not Cody Rhodes. I know I'm just like him tonight, LA Knight. Not even him. The only logical person, if we're going to say we have to stick with logic, who should get a shot at Roman Reigns, it's Bobby Lashley. Because Lashley never got his rematch. Because Lashley never lost. Remember, he hit his head in the Elimination Chamber and got carted out. Lashley never got his payback at all. And then the story is, oh, I see something in the Street Profits. So the next week they come dressed up like band directors and they jumped on the Bludgeon Brothers and they jumped on the Brawling Brutes. Okay, boom, cool. We got that out the way. Let's get it.
I
Y'all
don't
heels now.
understand them coming out
But listen,
like band directors.
but now they heels. They certified heels. On Friday night, you got Rey Mysterio laid down and Dawkins went.
Dawkins, he gives me the impression that he's smoking too much marijuana.
So
like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
That's what Lashley broke character. He's like, "What are you doing? I just hit him." Lashley broke that and he sounded like me. He sounded like me. He said, "I want the suits. I want the watches. I want that iPad."
He really do.
And then he said this. Somebody said in the group, for him to say to the Street Profits, "You could take your ass back to catering. Without me, y'all would be in catering right now." So that lets you know we really ain't listening to the Street Profits for real. He said, "I can go back to catering and find me somebody else because y'all getting on my nerves." So y'all gave them 2 weeks.
That's a hot take. That's really a hot take.
They had the 3-week push. I don't know if y'all noticed. Y'all do a 3-week push to see if something get over. This was their 3rd week. The crowd don't care. Commentary don't care. Yes, they got new finisher. It looked good and cool. But it's like you said. It's either the roster or it comes down to the people in the ring. This is their 6th time. This would be their 6th time to get the Profits to go heel. And they're not doing it. I don't know whether they like.
I said that. I said, bro, I've been trying to tell people. I said, bro, listen to me. Don't listen to them other fucking podcasters. Them other fucking podcasters gonna sit up here, gonna try to tell you something that you want to hear. This is not what you want. This is not the part where I'm going to just feed you bullshit. I'm feeding you shit that I am seeing. That's why we are having this discussion.
These guys will tell you. I've said it numerous times. They've been trying to get Montez to turn heel for at least 2 years.
And Montez did not want to turn at all.
They wanted him to turn heel after they first lost to the Usos. I think the first time they lost. When they sat in the ring and the entire building though. Okay, Tez, this is it. You got the moment. All you got to do is kick Dawkins in the face. Okay, kick him in the face. Tez.
I don't want to.
It's your moment. Kick him in the face.
Montez Ford remind me of someone that wants to be in a white neighborhood, wants to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for Bianca Belair. No. The reason why I'm saying it is because he is taking the role of an R-Truth. He wants to be a field nigga. He wants to be a porch monkey. He wants to be Booker T. He wants to get his money, but he does not want to be, he doesn't want to be portrayed as that black nigga that's going around and being niggerish.
Because there's no way in a faction Lashley should be the mouthpiece. This is backwards. Right? Bobby Lashley should not be your mouthpiece. You got Montez Ford right there. And we know what he can do on the mic.
And Montez Ford, he don't want to be healed. He want the white people to like him. Like the version that he is, you know what I'm saying? Like put up the drink, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like being a heel, I can't do that.
Because if you look at it, Dawkins has been talking more now instead of Tez. Tez don't really talk for real. It's been Dawkins. Dawkins has lasted in the mouthpiece.
Because Tez wants to be with the white people.
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick?
You see where Montez and Bianca was at on Tuesday, right? They was with the white people. Yeah, like, you know, I'm shining and, you know, no.
But before you go, let me just say this. They're trying to make Montez the replacement for The Miz. If you look at it, they got the show deal. They're trying to make him the new Miz. You got your Maurice. You got Bianca. She did what Maurice did. What Maurice do? She got the Molly contract. She had a legging line. She got the other stuff. Boom. She said Bianca. She got the fashion line. She got the what paper. She got the deal. She got the line. Now it's your turn. This is you. What can you do for me? Because Miz, hey Miz, we need you to go get over a midget. Okay, cool, bet. Hey Miz, we need you to go act like you got eaten by zombies. Okay, cool, whatever. Hey Miz, we need you to get over Bad Bunny. All right, bet. Good, I got you. I know everybody, no matter what I want to say about the Miz. You give him a job, he gonna get that person over.
But Montez, I don't know what the problem is with him, but he is really annoying the fuck out of me. And then, I mean, like, let me just go back and then I'm gonna give somebody else the floor. So when I look at this picture, I'm just like, y'all motherfuckers were looking very, very dumb in this picture. And you can clearly see whether this was a storyline or not, Bobby Lashley was visibly upset. Visibly. And like, you two cannot have these dumbass looks on y'all faces. He is literally trying to put y'all over and get you guys to the next spot. But y'all need to be on the same accord. This shit, this choir director, preacher, and wife, get up is just not working.
It's not. They just stepped off of HBCU campus at band practice.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Because we're going around the room.
Let me hit this shit because I've been shaking because y'all know exactly. I was a diehard fan of Hurt Business. I believed in the Hurt Business. I still like the damn shirts. They was like you said, they was pretty much we got robbed of opportunity of a rivalry for Survivor Series of the Bloodline against the Hurt Business. We had opportunities to put this as the faction on Raw, and the Bloodline could stay their happy ass on SmackDown. They didn't need them on both shows. My thing when it comes to factions with black factions, it all stems down to back that Monday night, one of the rare times Raw was live, and Farouk, the leader of the nation, put Vince McMahon in his goddamn place and said, how many black champions you had? And Vince stood there like, caught his ass off guard. And that's why I think me and Reese talked about this already, about why Farouk did not get that title shot. Get that title. And the nation was probably the longest, well, the New Day, but I'm going to get to New Day in a minute. But in the heel purpose, was the longest black faction.
They were.
In the company.
They were.
They even had white people putting their fist up in the audience because they was
very much so.
They did their damn job.
That's powerful.
They did their damn job. It's another thing. They did their job so good that the Hart Foundation was getting sympathy. And they was the heels too. Remember the DX did a little thing with a controversial episode where they put the N-word on that shit, and the Hart Foundation got sympathy because those damn black boys about to beat their ass. Right. They did their job. They got people over. The Rock became a whole different person. Rocky Maivia wasn't working, but The Rock came out and was working. Like you just said, The Godfather, Kyle Mustafa wasn't working, but The Godfather was working.
Mm-hmm.
D'Lo Brown just standing like a goddamn god about to sell bean pies. Got over. Fucking Mark Henry, who just wore a damn red shirt and was green in the motherfucker, but he got over as sexual charges. So it was working. Every individual person, even when you brought Owen Hart into the nation, it's still It still worked. It still worked.
Wait, hold on.
Reese. Okay, good. Okay.
We don't have to.
But it got over.
We're gonna have to.
And then for some reason the system did not work. Like you said, how they broke up. Every time they had these rosters, when these factions, how they break them up don't make no fucking sense at all. And not only that, then we put another black group. We forgot this one. I was thinking about it while you was talking about it. Remember when Tay Long actually made a black?
Oh, Thuggin' and Buggin' Enterprises.
Thuggin' and Buggin'. That shit didn't happen. The only person that was doing work was Jazz, and that didn't get over. And then they broke them up. They put Tay Long as GM. They fired Rodney Mack. Jazz.
Yeah, that's her husband, right?
Right. So
it's a pattern.
We roll up, and now let's talk about the New Day. The reason why the New Day is so damn successful because they fucking yes men. They're fucking yes men. When they say, hey, we're gonna put you in the church cloths, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna happy days all over again. That was not the plan. We all know what the plan was. When the fans booed it, the only person that was smart enough was Xavier Woods. Like, you know what? Since they go boo, we might as well be heels.
Yeah, he said, let's go.
That was smart who they could ever do. Because if they didn't do that, there'll be no fucking New Day.
No way.
Never forget, they beat up John Cena.
No fucking New Day. And after that, when the New Day finally get over, they became yes men. And they said, all right, your goofiness makes me laugh. Keep on doing that. Y'all want bootios? We gonna do bootios. Y'all want pancakes? We do pancakes. Whatever the boss was happy about, they did it, and they kept their group going. But when you got the Hurt Business, and you came out, the Hurt Business started off with so much. It didn't start off with problems, but it started off with, hey, all right, MVP, you got the ball. What you gonna do? They revived Shelton Benjamin's career.
Facts.
They put Cedric, who was the cruiserweight champion, into another echelon. They're like, oh, I think he could go. We believe he could go. And Bobby Lashley, who was stuck in a fucking fucked up storyline with Rusev and Lana, became dominant.
You had to remind me of that.
He became dominant again as the United States champion, as a WWE champion, and they was all with belts. That picture you just talking about, they stood there and just like, yo, this is it. 2 weeks later, after that picture, they break them up. Why? What? Because we got fans coming back. You don't think they're gonna understand it?
I want to add on to something you said. You know what I always had this conspiracy. You know what I really think killed any chance of them putting the Hurt Business back together? Remember they did that. Remember Bobby Lashley did that roundtable with Kofi Kingston and Big E about being WWE champion, and then he talks about the Hurt Business, and he talks that picture right there. All right, remember what he said in that conversation? He said what he loved about the Hurt Business was that the fact that it was a black faction presented differently. The fact that instead of you having black men either coming out there as buffoons or, acting like thugs and stuff, you had well-dressed black men coming up on the screen with a sense of class that were just badass. And the fact that it was not only inspiring them or other wrestlers, but it was inspiring little kids and stuff like that. This is what I'm getting at. Once that optic was put out there, there's like, oh no, we can't have this positive imagery. We just gonna kill it.
It basically just like told you. It answered your own question. Yeah. White people, especially in the mainstream, you know what I'm saying? In certain companies, not all of them. Definitely not Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling has did their thing.
Black as fuck.
But AEW and WWE is on a very strong microscope. They're on a mini microscope right now.
So with that, do you think it's more so of the network also playing a part because Impact, they don't got to worry about a big network over their head.
Very much so.
Moose was champ for like.
The network gets play a role. I mean, Fox. Fox is the most racist fucking channel that you can think of, and then NBC is not too far behind.
But the thing is, with what's going on right now, you would took advantage of at least some positive press off of this. And how the world was going around that time when the Hurt Business started. We was talking about this, the pandemic. People was doing those marches on the highways and all that stuff. Black Lives Matter, and you got these dudes like you just said
in suits.
being well dressed. But if you want the smoke, we give you the smoke, and blah blah. That. Like, okay, we got black motherfuckers successful. I think we should run with this. I mean, shit, everybody else ran with it. Nike ran with it.
But the problem is that, once again, a lot of people don't talk about this, but the pro wrestling was not meant for black people. It was never meant for black people to begin with. As a matter of fact, white people try to do everything in power to keep black people away from professional wrestling because they know that when black people put their minds together on something and they get good on a craft, we are very dangerous. We are literally taking over everything. I mean, we talk about basketball. The only thing we haven't really perfected is fucking hockey. I mean,
hockey. We slowly taking over that too.
I don't watch hockey. So I mean, we taking over that.
Let me pause you right there, Chris, because when you said that wrestling is not for black, it was a line by Ernie Ladd told all the black wrestlers, they don't want us here. They don't want us here. If they do bring us here, yes, he said the Junkyard Dog, by the way. He said if they really want us, if they want us here, they want us here because there's a legal way to beat our ass. All right, so. Like you just said, but that's for everything. Like you just said, that's for football, basketball, baseball, any sport. That was not created for us. They're like, listen, all right, when we got good at basketball, well, let's go to football and have. Well, we got somebody that dominated the whole damn league. Oh, they good at that. Let's go baseball. The Negro League outshined the Major League. Well, goddamn, let's try tennis. Oh shit.
Take over that too.
Let's get over and over. So when you got wrestling, and then when we are the major pop culture, everything you do has black in it. Everything. Because
we influence the world. That's the thing. We influence the world.
And that's why these Europeans are very threatened by black people.
What he just said, that comment right there, I don't know if y'all follow the Olympics, but when it comes to certain events, we either us, Africa or Jamaica gonna dominate track and field, right? You know what the other countries did? Hey, Army babies, if you was born here, you could wait for us. We getting sick of this mess. We need us some black suits.
Watch this. You wanna know how something's crazy when they fucking make up shit to be an Olympic sport all of a sudden. All of a sudden, skateboarding on the ramp is Olympic sport.
Skateboarding is an Olympic thing.
Yeah, it's an Olympic sport.
Yeah. It's an Olympic sport.
So remember a few years ago when Kurt Angle was getting mad, they took out wrestling and now we got breakdancing and skateboarding.
Wait, watch this. Then you go to Winter Olympics.
Ooh, let me say it.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Curling. Do you know curling is the number one like the Olympic sport for the Winter Olympics that get a lot of airtime. If you don't know what curling is, look it up. Curling. It requires no physical skill.
What the fuck is curling?
Curling is where you got this big stone.
Hacking off is a sport.
Yeah.
Curling when you have this big stone, right? All right, I'm finna explain. Okay, so curling is when they slide this big smooth stone across the floor, and you got these other people in front of you with little brushes brushing the ice. That's literally what it is, like I just described.
What?
It's more like a push. It's more like a push through. What? And you're trying to like slide a clay pot across.
Again, like this, it's like pushing a dildo like down the fucking. You know what? I'm not doing this.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna show him the video.
Let's get back to focus. Let's get back to focus.
But you know what,
Let's
though?
get back to focus. Let's go back to this.
Let's think about like Black Wall Street. If you want an example of like,
let's get back to focus. Let's talk about the street profit thing, and I'm going to tell you about the street profit thing for what my assumption where I'm getting really pissed off because y'all been like you said, y'all been teasing for 2 years, and not just because Montez, y'all actually teased this team up when they used to team up when Bobby Lashley was U.S. champion, and Montez was doing this little single run because Dawkins was hurt, and they did a little suplex salute shit. Y'all was already trying to roll the ball on that one. And then y'all come back on TV wearing y'all nice tight suits and like, oh, we're looking good now. We feeling like we always teasing Hurt Business 2.0. Then you got MVP doing recruiting with Carmelo Hayes and Trick. Like, oh shit, we might get those two and all that stuff. But then y'all don't do nothing with them. They come and beat up everybody, and then when y'all finally said they are fucking heels. Y'all, they are fucking heels. Here comes Friday. You made them look stupid.
You pointed it out. That's the optic. When you see somebody come out there and you attacking both teams, that's some heel shit to me. That's some heel shit to me.
Yeah, I mean, it is heel shit.
The optic is that is heel. But then, like you said, what you had them do this past Friday makes no sense if you tried to compare where this thing was building towards to if you go to when they attack both tag teams.
That's heel shit. I don't think faces actually do that shit.
I think they forgot what they did. Honestly, I think they forgot. Oh,
I think they did too.
They did.
I mean, you gotta remember these the same motherfuckers that got Jimmy Uso still acting like he in the bloodline, even though he's the reason that the bloodline fractured. Don't even get me started on that.
I mean, like,
real quick. You know what Friday reminded me of? Hold on. You know what Friday reminded me of? Remember, I think it was 2018 when Bobby Lashley beat Roman Reigns clean. Beat him clean, right?
I remember that.
The next night they go, yeah, he beat him at the pay-per-view. And the following night, they go, oh, well, we're going to have y'all run it back. Now it's a number one contenders match. So what was the point of last night?
Right.
We saw Lashley beat the dog. For you Roman fans, I'm sorry. But Bobby Lashley beat the dog snot out of Roman clean.
And then and I remember it's like whoever was going to, whoever wins, whatever was going to face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Bobby even said, he goes, I just beat you last night, and Roman was like, but this is my yard now.
But this the crazy thing about that situation. That's what y'all promised Bobby Lashley when he came back.
He was supposed to. Yeah, it was in his contract that he was supposed to pay. He was supposed to face Brock Lesnar. It was supposed to be in his contract, and he never ever got that opportunity until 3 years later.
He said, "All I want is Brock. That's what the fans want. That's what I want. That's what Brock wants. Give us that time."
And then they fucked that up kind of low key. If you want to be real, they kind of low key kind of fucked that up a little bit.
They've been, I mean, like, for real, for years, they've been fucking up a lot of shit, a lot of opportunities. And the only thing that they can say is, we didn't have nothing for them. We didn't have nothing for them to do. But if it's like somebody like the Samoans get heaven and earth. They get everything.
Look at Judgment Day now. Judgment Day is getting a push like crazy right now.
And that's why I say this merger was a blessing in disguise for those that got released. Because if they don't have nothing for you, go elsewhere and get something happening.
And I understand like how in the fuck they gonna get mad at talking about, well, I got fired from the WWE. It is a breath of fresh air. Make your name somewhere else.
Make your name somewhere to a point to where them motherfuckers is gonna knock at your door.
But see,
that's what Cody did.
Exactly.
That's why I gotta agree with Samoa Joe on this shit. Don't go on social media talking about why they fired you.
Please don't.
Answer your goddamn phone. Answer your phone when they call you. Take any opportunity that they call you. Take it, because you never know what's gonna happen.
I didn't even answer my phone.
I mean, this is
If you go to these platforms and start crying, bitching, and start saying, "Oh, it was a politician thing," or "I don't know why they fired me," you're not gonna get nowhere.
Mhm.
That's not gonna help. It might help you to get some damn clout, but it's not gonna help you pay your bills.
get an interview.
So, so get your shit together. And for Street Profits, my brothers, kissing babies ain't helping y'all. Turn heel. Turn heel. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
Turn heel. Because when Bianca come back, you better do what Bianca do, because she's gonna turn heel. It's already wrote. She's already did.
And if she do not turn heel, I'm done with this conversation.
Hey, that comment what Willa just said, Matt Cardona, that man he said, "Okay, I'm going."
That's a perfect
Exactly.
example.
Just bet on yourself.
When he called
That's a perfect example of
indie,
someone that didn't sit and cry. He went and made himself who he is today.
he made a call. He said, "Hey, is that title belt with my face on it? Is that y'all's or is that mine? Oh, you can have it. All right, fellas, that's all I needed. You ain't trying to come back? Nah, I'm good. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate it."
So everybody, we are on our final thoughts segment, so we're gonna go around the room. I'm gonna go first, so just get my shit out the way. So this week, once again, we're gonna be talking about Wrestle Dream, AEW Wrestle Dream, because I believe Sunday is going to be a big night for all of us. You know, anyone that legit fans. You know. But I do appreciate you guys following us on every social media platform that we're on. Our numbers are going up. We just really would appreciate you guys just getting the word out about us, getting the word about our platform, sharing, liking, comment. You guys have been doing a really great job with that. Just want to put that out there. Heel Heat on TikTok is going away. That is going to be on our official segment on here on this platform. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a show on Tuesdays with Joe from the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. I'm going to be doing a project with him. So that's going to be our Tuesday night show on TikTok. I'll let you guys know more details about that. Remember, October 24, 2023, the cookout will be live on here. So it's basically open forum. Everybody can come in. Everybody can come in here, talk live. If you want to do it on here, or if you want to do it on the chat, you are more than welcome to. You have options. But yeah, it's a disappointment that Ziggy did not come on. It's a damn shame because I really wanted to address him. But anytime that he says what's up, Doc, or whatever shit he be talking about in New York City or New Orleans, I'm going to ask him this simple. I'm going to ask him one question. It's not you should be asking who that. It's like where you was at on Sunday, 9/24/2023.
Wow.
But I digress. Whatever. But y'all have a wonderful and blessed, work week, and I'll see y'all sometime this week. Peace. Go Stormy.
Oh, I was gonna say, recently Tiffany, aka the former NXT Women's Champion, said that they rejected her idea of what she originally wanted to do, was where she wanted to be Daddy's little girl. Now, if you used to watch Pop-Up Girls, I remember Princess, how Big Daddy always got her whatever she wanted. That's what Tiffany wanted to do, but they said no because they couldn't find somebody to play the role of Big Daddy. You could have just kept it as an on-screen type person, like Tiffany coming to office. Hey, I deserve a title shot. Tiffany, you ain't even wrestled this week. Oh, okay. Big Daddy just sent us a deposit. Okay, Tiffany, you got a title shot this week. I feel like that would have been gold. It would have been hilarious. Like at the end of her match, she's like, "Oh, I didn't lose." Big Daddy says the match got to restart. He just sent the deposit, so Tiffany gets another title shot. I think that would have been great. And of course, as always, y'all know the name I'm about to talk about. The man, the myth. But yeah, let me tell you something once again. That when L.A. Knight, goes into that Royal Rumble, throws the other 29 other suckers over the top rope, then marches on down that ramp. And big old Philly at WrestleMania 40, I'm going to take the tribal chief, the lazy one. Yeah, Because ain't nothing great about the wannabe Aquaman as he falls to L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Thank you, Stormy, for that lovely interview. Yes. See, I see you getting some muscle on you. Okay.
These kids, they're taking these kids.
So stupid.
Go
ahead, Reed.
Yeah, there's a little saying in the Spades community. Scared money don't make money. Push these black wrestlers. Find out something. However you can get them to connect, please do it. Because we's getting a little frustrated. As heck, we've been beyond frustrated. Because, hell, even a few times y'all actually gave us something. Lashley's 2 WWE champion. Kofi Mania. Hell, even Biggie with his cash. By the way, Biggie, hope you're doing well with your neck. But yet, even with that, you've been given trash reigns. Oh, hell, we can even go to, hell, what was thinking? Y'all become WCW now? Is y'all doing the Ron Simmons and Booker T route with the World Championships? And hell, even if you're mid-card faction, y'all ain't doing nothing with us. And it's like, yeah, WWE, y'all's fixing to lose way more money than you think you're going to. Yeah, start, and not just with your black folks, hell, just to do it with everybody in general. Learn your damn roster. Figure out where you can improve their weaknesses. So that way you have strong opening card, strong mid card, strong main event. You can work your tag. You can work your women's divisions. That way, you ain't got to go through all these damn releases each and every year. In fact, then not only that, when you're also working on developmental, yeah, you can always have them prepped and ready to go. So it's like, okay, we know that these guys and girls, they're ready to go whenever we need somebody up on the main roster. And that way you keep that whole flow going. Never have to worry about anything else ever again. Pretty simple.
All right. Mr. Enforcer.
This final thought is appreciation for Will Ospreay. I really didn't get to go off like I wanted to last week, but I'm going to go off this week because this man did it again. A great match this morning, defending his United Kingdom, United States title. People that for some reason say that he shouldn't be in the top 10. I really need to look at his work. And understand that it's not just wrestling with him. This dude, the traveling, the different people he worked with, the companies, the titles he's winning, and he's doing different styles. He's doing luchador, he's doing technical, he's doing high flying, he's doing stiff, he's doing strong style. This man should be top 10. Hell, if you want to get real technical, if it's just about wrestling, I'm gonna say top 5, but top 3, I'll take that too. All right, show some respect to Will Ospreay. Give him his due. Give him his fucking flowers. And he's about to work. He's about to work again. He's about to come back to Seattle to work next week in the Wrestle Dream. Get this man his due.
And he's going against who?
He's going to be the 6-man tag with he's going with the Don Callis family, which is Sammy Guevara and Takesha against Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega.
They didn't officially announce it yet. They try to. It's like we all know it's gonna be.
It's announced.
But they announced
it last night.
Cool.
Yeah, they announced it. But the thing is, I feel like something big will happen because he already made the announcement that if Sammy Guevara don't apologize and shake his hand, it's gonna be problems.
I'm beating your ass, bro.
So keep an eye out, and not only for Will Ospreay, but also my appreciation for Swerve. Your time is here. Your time is now. Go get that big win. And what you said during that promo, still's in my head, is facts. If you had the same opportunity as Hangman, you would be the first AEW Black World Champion. So it's going to come. I think this year a lot of people that's been especially AEW that's been behind the stories because of certain people, Phil, Young Bucks, blah blah. They go start moving up now.
Mm-hmm.
As they said, game changer. I think go start with Swerve. I think Keith Lee go wake the fuck up. I think Shane Taylor's gonna get more appreciation. I just think now it's time for, and those that got released, again, take this as a goddamn blessing that you got released, because now you can be what you wanted to be. Oh yeah, that Prince Nana is over. That shit is over. So that's all I gotta say, man. Looking forward to what's happening next in wrestling. Even WWE, I want to know what the hell they're gonna do with this merger. I'm not doing it. I'm going with the. No, I ain't gonna do the hits. I'll do that. I'm done. I'm good.
They getting their ass whooped. He did.
Yeah, he's still going.
Bring it on the King too.
Bring
Alex too.
You saw what Swerve said, because he got interviewed and Swerve was like, "Oh, but you had to say something about his dancing. Look where we at now."
Yeah.
I gotta see a dance battle. I gotta get Dan Garcia against Prince Nana. I gotta get that going.
Alex Redis referee.
Honestly, we really need to do like a TikTok. We need to do like a TikTok video and just do like Prince Nana's fucking. I'm telling you, that shit will go viral. I'm trying to tell you. All we gotta do is get. I'll kick this shit off. All y'all gotta do is follow and like get some more people. Tag. I'm telling you, I will do some stupid shit like that. I'm trying to tell you.
Let's get a chain going. Okay, I'm with it.
Who gonna start first?
Hashtag the Prince Nana.
Huh?
Hashtag the Prince Nana.
Prince Nana? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I will do. Listen, I can't do that shit tonight.
Yeah.
What's that?
Tomorrow you start it off, and I'll like chain it, and we'll just keep it going.
Okay.
No, how about this? How about you start, and the next person, Dave, what you do, a duet? That's how you doing the TikTok?
Yes.
Side by side, and then you keep doing it, like keep adding more people.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get this shit over.
Yeah.
It's already over, but we're gonna get this shit.
Yes. Like no one is doing this shit on TikTok, and we need to do this shit. But yeah, y'all. Stephen, I do not know where Stephen went. I think probably his phone died. Maybe he was still crying over the Saints loss tonight.
Hold on, this is Stephen. Damn.
Watch. Go
Damn. But yeah, y'all. We'll see.
Oh, I want to be in that number.
Are we really doing that?
Are
we really doing that? On that note, y'all, we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club.